Previously on Mistfall.
Welcome to a world of wonder and beauty, mysticism and darkness. Here in the town of Briarwood is a festival that comes once a year during the fall equinox. It has a menagerie unseen like any other carnival before.
On Mistfall.
The headmaster himself. Welcome to a world of special hand that he hires beauty, to find these mysticism and darkness. It's on this day that the town is preparing for the evening carnival, the opening night, that we find our adventurers and our friends in this town. It's here that we find our pals who have come to the town, maybe for the menagerie, maybe for a little extra coin. They find themselves in a tavern known as the Witch's Tit.
Solid.
It's here that we find our first two friends, grifting someone at a table.
Alright. That's us.
So basically, mine is Bugbear. He's going to be a massively hulking figure that looms basically behind her shoulder in case of trouble.
Okay, so I am an ancient half-breed that has essentially been a loner for hundreds of years at this particular point. I was from an entire kingdom of tieflings, that's the name, right? Yeah, but unfortunately we were conquered by a number of goblins in the nearby kingdom, and I was one of the few that they spared and allowed to actually live with them and to gain knowledge, and that's why I speak half-goblin. I've got kind of a greenish to olive-ish tinge to my color, I guess, and glowing red eyes of fury, but there's also a bit of a sympathy for all of the different races that I have spent time with after the Goblin Kingdom was conquered as well. So that's why I've been by my lonesome, and I'm curious about some new, I guess, connections and such that I can make because of the many multitudes that descend upon this festival.
So I'm a genasi. I am from the fire element. However, I have ashen skin with purple long hair with, I'm pretty sure, red eyes. I remember I did put red eyes. Yeah, that's where my fire lives, deep within.
Fiery red eyes.
I am a druid, and I focus on healing because I once made a really big mistake, and it caused someone I cared about to die. So I swore I would never make that mistake again and made sure I learned medicines. But knowing that, I'm also very good at what I do, and I like to play chess. I might lure somebody in and take their money, or perhaps they might win a game. Probably not.
And that's where my character comes in for when, especially if things go sour and she fucks up, I have to take the blunt of everything.
I am Rowler Vaughn, and I am a Dragonborn, which is a half-dragon, half-human sort of creature, where I am much larger than human, but I have the visage of a dragon. I am from the Golden Dragon tribe, and I actually work for the man behind the carnival, the festival that brings together all the creatures. I am his head creature wrangler, so to speak. I head out, I capture the creatures for the festival and bring them back for him. And I have left my Dragonborn clan because I was raised by a kind Dragonborn mother and was eventually ousted by my brethren because I was not a fearsome Dragonborn that did terrible things, because Dragonborn do tend to be bad. Guys, I gotta go and find another beast, but hey, would any of you have an interest in joining me to go get the beast? So that I think it's going to be, look, if it's the swamp beast I'm thinking of, it's going to be a lot easier if I have a few hands to help, and I promise you'll end up better than Greg over there ended up.
Greg. I didn't even know that was his name until now. Wonderful.
That's just the kind of ringmaster you are, sir.
Again, I am not paying any of you.
No, but you'll let them see the show if they help me bring the star attraction, yes?
Oh, yeah, they can absolutely come and sit down and watch the show, absolutely.
Well, it's settled then. We're going.
What was the beast? Do you know exactly what it is?
Told you the beast. It's Old Mag, the Mad Hag.
How do you know you saw the hag and not just weren't talking
He
about
kind of
nothing?
gets somber. Look. And he pulls out of his pocket a little wooden doll. I
Alright, so we know it's a hag. We know it turns invisible. What I now suggest is...
She likes little boys, too. We can't stand that.
True. So let's find a little boy and use him as bait.
Ooh, I like it.
Well, there is that boy over there in the corner.
How else are we supposed to bring it? We know what brings the hag. We have to use a child as bait.
Well, that means we have to go to the blacksmith and have a cage fashion.
For the child?
Well, yeah! Or are we going to hook him up like the goat in Jurassic Park? You know, the chain on a stick.
That's kind of what I was picturing.
Honestly, the cage is more humane. It's going to take
need
longer for the
look.
creature.
Give
We
her a
don't need a
lollipop and a
cage.
stick and a ball. And he'll
I'm all
stay on
about
there for a
free-range
while.
children. Just because I say use it as bait doesn't mean I mean let it get eaten.
How are you guys
Well,
thinking?
if things happen,
That's
What
in this
child?
if it happens, it happens.
I shall accompany you with my son to the edge of town. We'll discuss what we need from them, and we'll both work together.
Great. Do you have a leash for him already? by chance?
Yeesh!
Don't
What do
worry
you
about
intend
it.
to do?
I'm a dragonborn. We do things differently in our tribe.
It's at that point in time that you guys realize the kid and the dad are gone.
Boy, who was watching the brat?
Bugbear.
Are we starting to hear anything yet?
Yeah, so as you guys get closer to the bird, you begin to hear what sounds like... As you tilt your head to the sound, you see a familiar pair of shoes and pants hanging, just kind of dangling. Looks like two legs behind it, and something's holding it, and there's just blood dripping down it as you...
Oh, we really did get the boy killed. What are you seeing up there? Would you please not keep us in the dark?
I need...
You need
Well, you know what? This is actually on me.
Although
I'm yelling from
supposed
back.
to be quiet
Oh,
and
man.
conspicuous.
As you hear that, because this whole forest has been quiet aside from the thing. As you hear that and you're watching this creature, this thing you can't really see, you see the body of the boy kind of jerk and then drop. All right here is gone.
So the whole front of the torso.
It's almost
is
like it was eating it down that way. And then you kind of see the body turn towards you. And as the body turns towards you, you hear a... Boom! And this frog-looking creature steps towards you. I need you all to roll initiative! Alright, congratulations! You
Job
guys
well done,
beat
team.
your first bad guy.
Halle Berry, hallelujah. So we had only found the kid dead, right? Did we find the father dead as well?
She found the father dead and saw the kid being
and saw the kid being eaten. Okay.
You don't have to pay him anymore.
Yeah.
We can get your 3 coin back.
Oh, actually, yeah. Since we don't have to wait for turns per se, I'm gonna make sure and go and check the father's pockets to take the coins back.
Re-loot your loot.
Jesus.
Well, look, they're just gonna go to waste otherwise.
Fair enough.
What am I gonna do?
You go over to the father, you check his pockets, there's the coins. You recover your coins. As you roll them over and take coins in his pocket,
Oh, the
Oh,
dog.
the dog.
Yeah.
as you're carrying
yeah,
the
you
dog,
can use your
you do
animal
see a
handles.
collar
Oh, okay.
with a little name tag on it that says Bella.
Bella? Okay.
You guys march into town, dog in tow. You leading the parade, almost like a marching master.
A little bit more of a skip in his
You
step.
two carrying the hob. Kids are following around you, trying to look at this creature, checking it out. People are crowding around you, going through the town. You make your way past the witch's tit, and as you make your way past the witch's tit, people are coming out to look at this creature as smoke appears in front of you. And the ringmaster,
Once again.
with his mask on. I was hoping you came back for an alligator. When they said there was a swamp monster out there, I thought there was going to be an alligator or crocodile. I don't have one of those yet.
Guys, we could have just gotten an alligator.
Well,
A banjo hop?
hop?
Understood. Muscle, brains, mouth. Understood.
Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith.
I'm Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Hi, I'm Kane Hodder.
Hi, I'm Adrienne Barbeau.
This is Fred, the Hammer Williamson.
What's up? I'm Tiffany Shepis.
Hey, this is Miko Hughes.
Hi, this is John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper.
And I'm Bill Mosley.
The Spooky Nooches, man.
And you're watching The Horror Show.
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 The Horror Show. It's nothing but joy.
Have you checked the children?
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Sometimes that is better.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Alright. Get strapped up.
Am I hidden behind Robert?
I don't know yet.
Kinda, yeah.
In?
I was gonna actually see if you guys
There
wanted
we
to
go.
switch today, but it should be okay.
No,
Robert, you
it's
just
fine. I
want to
just needed to
sit
get
back just a little
closer.
bit? You want to scoot away from the table just a little bit? Yeah. Good.
I just had to
Good.
get closer.
Oh, yeah, just don't lean that way.
I'll
You'll
be-
still be on camera.
We'll be alright.
Alright, so I think we are ready. So,
Yeah.
hey everyone, welcome back to the Horror Show. I'm Cecil Laird.
I mean, Fuego here.
Robert Wolfman.
Marcia Parker.
I'm Mahalo.
And we are back for part 2 of Mistfall.
Oh, yeah.
This is session 1/2. I mean, last time session 0 just basically turned into session 1, so...
We couldn't wait.
Yeah, exactly. So we just got into it, and we are here to continue our path today. And I got a better mic set up, so hopefully everyone's hearing everyone okay. If we're peaking, you let us know. If anyone's too loud, let us know as well. And I can control their volume over here. So this should be a little bit better of an audio experience for everyone.
Yeah.
So, I guess without further ado, I'll just send it over to Mahalo to just kind of re-explain briefly what's going on and give, even though we did just do a previously on, if you guys are just showing up, we did just do a previously on where it was about 9 minutes of the key moments from last time, but I'm guessing Mahalo has a little bit of a short recap as well. So
Yeah. So, last time we met on Mistfall, our team found themselves in a tavern where they were able to find companionship in a hunt for a creature that was out in the swamp area. Nobody really knew what the creature was or what it looked like. They had some idea, they got some information, and they recruited a father and a son, Jonathan and Thomas, who unfortunately met their demise at the hands of the Vanderhoff.
Poor young man.
But we saved the dog.
They did save the dog,
Most important
the
aspect
tripod
of
dog.
And he's now part of our team.
Yep.
Maybe.
We're gonna get him
That's
some.
the important
We're gonna
part.
get him some armor and a new little fucking steel
Yeah, we
leg.
are.
Remind me if we have a name for the dog.
The dog's
Did
name
we?
is Bella.
Yeah,
However,
Bella.
the dog, just remember, he's not a player character, and he did get pretty beat up by that Vanderhoff.
Yeah.
Chances of that thing traveling
Well,
anywhere is
we've been on rest for 2 weeks. You'd be alright.
pretty- It's the same day.
Oh.
Give him a health potion.
That was a morning hunt.
let the DM.
He introduces you to his favorite creature he's ever caught, Monty the Manticore. You guys got to see the bloody mess that he met, and you also met the ringmaster, who you had. You met the ringmaster who had almost a mental confrontation with you. You were able to resist the confrontation, but he was trying to penetrate your mind.
I do remember.
After the hunt, you, as a team, came back carrying the Vanderhoff in tow. People weren't around you, back into the city, taking it back to the ringmaster, who had showed you a new trick, and you guys had left the Vanderhoff in his care. It's from there you had decided to go back to the
You
tavern.
can't whisper when
as-
you have lapel mics on.
Oh yeah.
Fucking idiots.
It doesn't work that way.
God damn.
Wasn't
I just see them. Hey guys, we upped the mic situation.
I don't give a
remember?
shit. It was still right for the moment.
All right.
So they decided to go back to the pub, to the Witch's Tit, where they were decide what to do with the rest of the day. As the morning hunt did not take longer than about an hour and a half, and it is only 11 a.m., the day of the carnival. of the menageries open.
Oh, snap.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, my favorite part of when I was going through it was when we found out that we could have just gotten an alligator.
Yeah. Simple as that.
The ringmaster's like, oh, what is that? I just thought you were getting an alligator.
Yeah,
that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
So as you guys head out of the tent, you come back out into the town. And as I described before, the town is kind of set up as that Western-style town. It's like a long shot. There's alleys here that lead out to other long shots. There's that giant field out there that is farmed by what was Jonathan and Thomas's family.
Rest peacefully.
And you guys had encountered Old Mag at the edge of the swamp as well.
Old Mag the Mag Hag.
So you now have the entire day to decide what you want to do. The town is bustling. You can go visit shops. You can continue to investigate other things. The day is yours until at least 6, when you will have to report back to the ringmaster to prepare for the show.
Because that's who he's worked with, like extensively previous, right? Yeah, so.
He's basically their animal handler.
Okay, so are we all currently at the Witch's Tit?
You're like, if you look at it this way, you guys are looking at the town, and it's like that Western style town, so everything's lined up. There's little booths lined up. The tit is maybe like a 15-minute walk, just getting through the crowd, essentially.
Oh, so we just arrived to the town.
Yeah,
so
you're right in just before the square of the town.
Okay, so if there's like a hustle and bustle and booths and stuff, perhaps we should just walk down center and see what kind of people call out to us from their booths and see who we want to interact with.
Okay, all right. I'm always looking for someone to take their money from, so...
Well, you never know if they have something that's worth our time to take on any trips in the future.
I'm happy to look around, see what's up.
You guys gonna look around through the market?
Yeah. Well, let's take a look through the market.
All right. So as you guys
I
head
need
on
a
out
heal
to the
after
market,
all. Maybe there's some tent I can go.
Is it? Oh, so it's the same day, so we haven't rested yet.
Yeah.
No rest yet. You guys haven't rested yet.
Okay.
And I could use a rest before I.
Why? Yeah.
Why don't we?
It would be a good day to sit at the tavern and eat and drink all day.
Well, we need to recover. We need to recover some capabilities. So maybe we should take a little cat nap. Can we take a little short siesta?
There is an inn. The inn is past the town square. It's a pretty posh inn, at least for this town. I mean, again, this is not a rich town. This is the one time a year it's decorated, and there's flags hanging across everything. So they're partying out for this. That inn is pretty busy, but for the right coin, you could get a nice room.
I say
not rooms.
I would say room. Yeah, we would all
I say
throw down in that aspect.
Let's go relax and re-up so we can hit this town right.
I mean, I agree, but if it's one room, what's the sleeping arrangements going to be like?
I'll sleep on the ceiling. I don't care.
Well, I'm used to.
I mean, since you're the most injured, though, I mean, it would make sense.
I prefer the bed, but I will just do anything. Almost anything.
Well, I'm used to sleeping on the ground, and if need be, going to hunt beasts for the menagerie is not always the most posh of business. So,
and as a tiefling that has been on the run and alone for so goddamn long, I've most definitely just slept on the ground myself. So
let's just go there. We just saved the town.
Is this where the diddling story comes in again?
Well, I'm gonna try to restrain from the specifics.
It's like, I've been by myself for so long.
Okay.
I got diddled by goblins.
Out in your arms. You were the one carrying.
Okay, so since we have to, look, the inn is yonder. We have to walk through the town square to get to the inn anyway.
Yeah.
Let's walk through. We'll see what we see, and if we see a healer there, we can, or what would you call it? I've heard tell of them being called.
A massage table.
We were also compensated much better than expected because of the creature we brought back.
Trying to think,
massage parlor
of sorts.
So there's no real
like animal get good booth. You know what I mean?
A vet?
I don't know that they have that
for my character.
I don't need a vet. I'm a gymnast.
An apothecary.
There is an apothecary, a potion master.
Okay.
Well, that does alter things a little bit. So.
Okay, so we can see if maybe there's an animal get good potion that we can give the dog, and then he can just come and crash in the room with us, kind of thing.
Yes. Let's go.
All right.
So the apothecary is actually not far from where you guys at. You start walking, and as you're walking, you're looking for signs and stuff. you're asking around, and eventually someone tells you, no, just go down this alley right over here, and the apothecary, you can't miss his sign. As you go down the alley, it's a little dark, it's a little creepy. His sign is painted, hand-painted, and it's erratic. It's very erratic. The lettering is weird. It's like a metal poster. Everything looks like roots. You can't really read the sign.
Is it Druid?
No, it's written in common.
Okay.
This guy writes like Michael J. Fox.
I can read.
I was just gonna say, does he have the Michael J. shakes?
That's what it may look like.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, it's typical Dr. Scroll.
Misdiagnosis.
Let's go here.
You guys step in.
Yep.
You guys going in?
Yep,
So
let's
you step
go
into the
inside.
door, and you guys get hit with the smell of chemical immediately right into your face. And as you kind of open your eyes because it stings, you look back and there's a small man. He's not a gnome or a dwarf. He's hunched over. He's a human. And he's sitting there and he's working on something with beakers, and his back is turned towards you. So he doesn't know you're there. And he's just working away. You hear him, yeah, that'll be good. That would be good. Maybe a little bit of yes.
So much so that he doesn't even notice us probably walking
he is
in, right?
into his craft right now.
Okay. Excuse me, sir.
Oh, customers. Wonderful. Welcome to my store. My name is Bordo. I am an apothecary master. It's at the time you notice he's dressed very, very flamboyantly. He has makeup on his face, lipstick, eyeliner, and he's wearing almost like a robe. It's blue satin with red all over it, and he embellishes. What can I help you with today?
I immediately pull the dog off my shoulder and just present it to him without saying anything, just because I think it's funny.
You are a poor thing. I imagine you're looking for a solve.
I think it's funny.
Sorry, what?
I imagine you're looking for a solve.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. See, this poor guy ran afoul of a Banderhoff, believe it or not, and he's indeed, and he's alone now.
He comes out and he puts like a couple drops over where the wound was, and it starts to glow like this little purple. Poison. One moment. He turns around and he starts throwing stuff behind his desk. Stuff's flying out. Not this. Aha! He pulls out this tiny little vial. This is what you'll need for your pooch.
Okay.
That'll be 238 gold.
238 gold. Okay.
Is that attainable? Is that feasible? And also,
who can hold this for a second?
Well,
I'll grab the dog.
Okay.
The dog has been handed off 3 times now. I was hearing it.
That should be the dog's name.
Exactly.
I like it.
200 coin. Well, let me ask you a question. It's not that I don't have the coin. I am just curious if there's anything that a Beastmaster and his crew of perhaps ne'er-do-wells, perhaps heir-do-wells could do for you in exchange for such a service.
Perhaps proposing an exchange services.
Indeed, that's why I use those words entirely.
I do see Janasi has walked in with you.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks over at you. And it's clear what he wants.
Is it? I'm
What sort of
Dragonborn. I
service
don't
is-
have the highest intelligence rating.
What sort of service from the Genasi is desired?
I am a man who has visited many places and laid with many, but never a Janasi.
Wow.
Nope.
Oh.
Sorry, dog.
Excuse me.
It'll be gold.
Might I have a minute to confer with my comrade here? Come on, let's sidebar.
Would this be considered a taking one for the team?
No. Technically, because this is where my
God.
character comes in, slaps you upside the head, looks
I
over
haven't
at
even
the
said
doctor.
anything yet. You don't slap a Dragonborn upside the head. That doesn't go well for anyone.
Is all this? You guys are like in a huddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm a no give shit.
I
Fuck
didn't
around and
even
find out,
say-
Bugbear.
You don't even know if I was going to tell her to trick the
Don't
guy
care.
into doing anything.
You guys here? She's not the kind that I like.
What?
I am kidding with you. I am kidding with all of you.
No.
You think I get customers often? Look at this place. This is terrible.
And yet
I'll
you're
do installment.
And yet your attire is so desirable.
Installment plans. Well, it's okay. So we're back to the coin, but is there
You know this guy got on it with dragon or goblins. Maybe he's your type.
Would never.
It was forced. It was not a choice.
So let me ask you
I'm more
this:
into the masculine.
Why is there not much traffic to your shop? Why don't you have many customers?
Why so hidden away?
These people, they don't understand. They don't. I would hate to use the word unintelligent, but I'm going to. Yes. They do not understand what I could do for them, and instead they think I'm just some witch. And look at me, I'm gorgeous. Do I look disgusting to you?
So what could you do for them that they? And I like give a little snort with my like fiery, and like.
I like this one. I tell you what. The reason why this is so expensive is because it takes a special herb called Mother's Love. If you can bring me Mother's Love, I will make this potion for you.
At a discounted rate, I'm assuming.
Obviously.
Okay. That is
Wait,
fair deal. We go out.
Is the deal we get the Mother's Love and you will make it and nothing else?
Nothing else.
Okay.
You have nothing to worry for, child. You're too feminine for my wife.
I wasn't worried.
He could just discount your booty hole.
No.
No?
That's
You're not going to
how it
take one
works.
for the team?
No, I'm Dragonborn. That's not a thing.
I just fear that our
So where-
courageous canine may not make it long enough for us to go on said quest.
So where you can find Mother's Love is deep into the forest. You have to go past the oaks.
Yeah, we were
It
just
grows-
there. God, it was awful.
It grows within vines. Mother's Love you can find easily. As where it grows, thorns cover. It's easy to see its glow in the dark.
Fair enough. Here's the thing. And I reach over and I grab the front of his shirt and I pull him really close. And I say, how about as a down payment, before we go, you make sure this pooch doesn't die and you go ahead and give him that first vial right now.
That sounds fair.
Good idea.
Excited!
The safety of this dog was more important.
Place the
than
dog
child.
on his thing. He immediately pops the dog's mouth open, pulls it up, drops the vial in, sets the dog down, and he grabs something else and he begins rubbing it over where the dog's wound is. And you can almost see like where the dog was tense, the dog is starting to relax more. Hey. I will hold him here as collateral, and you will bring me the Mother's Love.
That sounds fair.
I haven't had this kind of friendship in a long time.
Just to be clear, nothing weird is going to happen to the dog while
No!
we're gone.
No.
Not your type either, I'm hoping. Okay.
No.
Thankfully not.
Good.
And how much time do we have here? Because I could use a nap.
Oh, this is just...
You need a health potion, if anything.
Yeah, well...
Oh, you need a health potion. I do have plenty of potions of healing.
Yes, we have
Those
two
are
wounded.
not too bad. He pulls back, pulls a couple things out, pulls 3 of them out. 20 gold.
Oh, that's easy. I got that.
Much more reasonable than for the dog.
Well, it's easier to get that than it is to get
I got
Mother's
that.
Love.
Alright.
True.
I mean, I've never had Mother's
So I pull out the coin purse, toss 3 gold over it. Or 20 gold, you said?
20.
20 gold. 20
You
gold.
tossed three.
How much do you have? Don't we have a listing of what we have?
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering, yes.
I
how
thought I
much
was
it?
wealthy. I got to.
Yeah, we have to keep track of how much we actually have.
Where do you find that?
It's in our...
I think I have 15 gold.
It's in our equipment, I
That
think.
flute decided it was going to be the star of the show.
It did.
Inventory.
Dominating the proceedings.
Items.
Yeah, I'm not showing any gold in my pocket.
Well,
I'm not seeing it either.
we'll go ahead and we'll take care of that gold at the break time.
thought-
We'll go ahead and say 20 gold, and then we'll subtract 20 gold from where you
Okay. Because
Okay.
yeah, I'm willing. I mean, if there's 3 vials, you know, I'm
Yeah.
willing to throw down on one.
Yeah, so you guys acquire the potions of healing. Technically, Robert,
Okay.
Alec acquires the potions of healing. They'll do 2d4 plus your level for healing.
Alright, so.
And you have 2 of those, or 3 of those.
Since
Alright.
he bought, I'm assuming you want to at least take one right now and then probably hang on
Yeah,
to one.
because I'm at 13.
Yeah, no, go for it.
27.
Do your thing.
Well, if you're going to short rest, if you're going to rest,
Yeah,
you
we're
can
gonna rest.
send
You
that
can
back.
just hold on to that. Yeah.
So then, do we just wait then?
Wait to use it until after you've rested to see how much
Alright,
more you need.
Alright, yeah, I'll wait.
But okay, so since we've, I appreciate you doing that for the dog. I will treat you much kinder next time we meet.
You see him go. 3 little kobolds come running out. They get a bag, and in the bag there's some tools in it. You'll need these if you're going to excavate any mother's love.
For the harvesting, okay. Thank you.
And they run away.
Now, there's no guarantee how quickly we'll get back to you because we tend to take on, quests that might not be a 24-hour turnaround. So, but rest assured, we will come back with what we said
But
we
how
will.
long does a dog need to live? Like, how long is it?
The dog's okay for now. He's just going to watch, yeah.
Okay. So we're not in a
stable.
time limit for the dog.
No.
So are
No,
there
we're okay
are
there.
there evening obligations with the festival? Because you said the festival begins this evening.
Yeah. So likely we'll be back with this tomorrow or after that. So
Will you be going to the menagerie?
we, as a matter of fact, you're speaking to the menagerie Beastmaster.
Oh, that explains the fiery passion.
Indeed.
Like a beast. Love it.
Well, I am a beast, but yes, I appreciate the unnecessary simile. We will indeed be there, and you, believe it or not, are going to catch your eye on a creature that was not even expected by my boss, the ringmaster himself.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yes. So.
Yes. Who I'm still trying to pinpoint exactly what my relation has been with him.
Yeah.
So I forgot about that.
He has given me those hungry eyes.
Patrick,
he's like, have I bought a night or two with you?
We have a lot of thirsty NPCs in our game.
This guy. There's not a lot of people like him in town. He is.
No, I like it. It's a very good characterization. Awesome. Okay, so we'll be back with the Mother's Love. Mother's Love, and but will you be going to the menagerie tonight?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you might see us there, and if so, give us a little toodaloo wave kind of situation. Fantastic. All right, so let's head out.
Again, gnomes come out and they take the dog and they go to the back.
And he'd better still be in all of his pieces and living when I come back.
Oh, she'll have a shower, a comb. Cute.
Beautiful.
Of course.
Excellent.
Yes, because if that dog is not in prime, esteem, we will be done.
And let me ask you, you got any regrowing leg serum that you could give her? Right?
No.
Okay. Just figured I'd
That
check.
was worth a shot.
Yeah, I mean, you never know.
She must learn to love herself.
Fair enough.
We are getting mother's love, so.
All right. Well, maybe another use for the plant. So, okay, let's head out and let's head back, or let's head for that inn.
Yes.
And we can let someone look. I've gone weeks without sleep before as a dragonborn, so I don't really need it. But if you need to rest, feel free.
I do need to rest before we go out because it sounds like this mother's love is gnarly.
Yeah. Especially with the.
Well, I don't imagine that'll be the only thing we take care of.
As long as someone just doesn't yell out at the worst opportune time.
Yeah,
for such a big man, you have such bitchy inclinations.
Are we going to
Sand. Calls in the house and sees it.
We might come back with it. Hey, if we come back with something fun, do you think we'll get another bonus from your ringmaster guy?
You never can tell with that guy. As you guys have noticed, he's not quite all there most times.
But he's up for anything, so I like it.
That's true. There's a lot of that going around in this place. So, all right, let's head towards the inn and see if there's any other interesting booths that catch our eye as we go along.
So as you guys step out of the apothecary and you go back out to the alley, it's night and day from the alley back out to the regular town. Sun hits you, and
bright,
it's like
shimmering.
All that weirdness has been left in that alley. You now understand why nobody goes to the apothecary.
Fair enough.
You come out, there's people selling food. You can hear what sounds like an armor out in the distance, a blacksmith working on stuff. As before, there's carnival jesters. You hear the cry, come on, to see the new creature tonight, Kapar on Rolaban. The inn is maybe a stone's throw away. Again, it's in the center of the square where the fountain is. It's right across from it. It's a beautiful little inn. As you walk in, the host knows who you are. She has hosted this place for years and years and years and years and years. And when you walk in, you recognize each other. She is one of your biggest fans.
She loves the creatures you guys. She loves Monty. Monty in her eyes is one of the big stars. It's not hard for you guys to get a room. You actually don't even have to pay full price for them. She'll discount it at 10 gold as opposed to...
Monty was the Manticore?
Your Manticore.
Monty the Manticore,
Yeah.
that's right, yes, makes sense.
So, you
she's-
guys get into the room, and
a
it's...
fan.
I mean, she gave you the best room she could give you. It's not big considering the two giants in the room.
Yeah.
It's really not a huge room. It's literally maybe the size of this. There's a single bed and some bed rolls that she had laid out for you guys, but there's just one bed. Only one person's fitting on it, and it's probably not you two. It's a person-sized bed.
Okay.
Small room, window out, looking over into the a little alley that hangs over the edge. You can see out that alley. There's people kind of like just making stuff, getting their booths set up and ready. It's still the morning. It hasn't even quite hit high noon yet.
So I've already had the conversation with her. We're up in the room now?
Yeah, you're in the room.
So I'm going to, I'm guessing, allow me, since we've,
I'm already on the bed.
You helped me procure the creature, so by all means take the bed. I'm just going to curl up on one of the bed rolls and just rest my eyes for a few seconds, so that way I can regain my my ha-cha-cha breath is what I like to call it.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna go and post myself up in a corner and just ruminate.
Are you doing the John Travolta Michael stand up?
No, he's gonna brood in his solo adventure.
Feet on the table.
Cowboy status.
Are you gonna brood about the ringmaster?
I'm still trying to figure out the connection with him.
Does it matter?
And what potentially transpired. Like if it was something romantic, if it was something like vicious, if it.
Now is everybody going to sleep at this point in time?
No, I'm gonna take my happy ass down to the tavern, eat and drink
And you're
in
going
the
by
corner.
yourself right now?
Yes.
Okay. And are you guys staying in the room to rest?
Just a short rest. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, same for me.
Sleep
just like
involved
posted up
or
in the
just
corner and
chilling?
What do I need to do to regain my fire breath? Because that's the only thing I really need to regain.
I'm fine with either. So you can just chill and take that as a rest, or you can go to sleep.
No, I'll just take it as a rest then.
All right. So you guys are just gonna.
Yeah, I was about to say I still have my full 30 for 30.
I'm asleep so I can get
head
as
with
much
the pillow before your body even hit the bed.
That's
you were
right.
done. As you guys kind of sit back, you're like, because you're speaking accuracies. You walk out of the room.
Yeah, right.
And as you head down, it's just you now in the market. And we're going to focus over onto you.
Okay.
As you come out over in the market, there's hustle and bustle. You hear that blacksmith clinking over, and out of the corner of your eye, you catch. You catch a hooded figure, and you catch him pass something off to somebody who's kind of doing this. And as he does that, you catch a glimpse of the hand, and the hand looks gray. And he pulls it back in, and he kind of shuffles down and takes off.
Now, she's got a gray complexion, doesn't she?
She's ashen skinned, yeah.
Yeah. So does that mean it's someone that might be of her race, or...
Who knows? I mean, I do, but...
Oh.
Like I'm the one devising it, I guess.
Would that pique your curiosity enough, Alec, to follow, to see what this thing is? How many of the people of her complexion have you met since her?
It would pique an interest to a point, but it'd be more so I'm more focused on my own thing. Basically, it'd be more of a relay.
Wonderful storytelling, excellent idea.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, just ignore the clue and go to the bar.
Well, it'd be basically a mental note.
Great.
Note.
Great. I saw a hand. I don't know where it went or why, but I saw a hand.
So you get in the tit, and the tit is a raucous crowd now at this point in time. There's people dancing on the table, singing songs. The same waitress who had 4 of herself now has 8 of herself running around, and you can actually see smoke coming out of the back because the cooks are cooking furiously. The little gnome that had stabbed you is now on top of the bar, and you just see him running between the taps, putting beers and putting them down, and running back and forth, and just pretty much working the bar.
Is the sad drunk still under the table?
You want to look for the sad drunk?
We can look for the sad drunk.
All right. Actually, yeah, your perception's actually pretty good. Let me just double check that real quick. Okay, I just looked at it.
That was the one that told us originally that his son was taken and
So-
stuff. You could at least tell him that we slayed or we got the beast.
He's actually in the corner in a little booth, and he's sitting. There's other people around him. They don't seem to be like partying like everybody else.
They seem to just be kind of sitting there and talking. And it was the same booth where he was sitting originally before he came to talk to you. So it's off in the corner, kind of like catty corner set in.
Okay. Basically, what I'll do is I first originally walk up to the bar, throw down a few coin, grab some tankards of drink, and walk back over to that back corner.
Okay. How many tankards do you have?
4.
4 tankards? And you're bringing them there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's 3 guys there. There's 3 guys there, so 3
well,
for them?
3 for me, 1 for him.
Gotcha. Just to the
Yes.
Yeah. So they're talking, and as your shadow kind of looms over, you see them kind of hush real quick, and they look up at you, and they're kind of just like in shock. The guy, he looks at you, he kind of points at you. He's really drunk by this time. And are you just saying anything?
All I will do is just set down one of the tankards between 2 fingers, look at him, and basically find my own corner.
He looks at you as you put it down. And Thank you. And he starts drinking as you walk away. Now, as you sit in that corner, how long are you going to be hanging out there? Because their short rest, I think, is a 2 hour rest, essentially. So they're going to be resting for 2 hours. You have 2 hours in the town by yourself right now.
Basically, I'd just be chilling in the tavern for the 2 hours.
So I was going to say, I'm actually, the snoring of the other 2 people inside the room has driven me wild, and I feel like I need to go and seek out some sort of interesting palaver. And
so you're not going to take your full rest?
Not the full rest. I don't think so. I mean, I obviously don't need
they're
it
just
based on health
they're
points,
just doing a short rest. So you're just going to abstain from your rest and go out to the town too?
Jump out and start like looking around, and I wander over to meet up with him and see what sort of interesting.
Give me just a second. I'll come right back to you.
Okay, cool.
In the corner of where you're sitting, and you got a good view. So if the entrance is here, your corner is off here. So you see when people walk in, you see their back, but you see the whole bar. And as you're looking over at the bar, you see someone walk in, and they're not hooded or anything, but there looks to be a red mark on his neck right here. And it almost looks like there's fingers, like a red finger coming up from here. And he walks up to the gnome, and the gnome looks at him, and he hands something to the gnome, and he goes behind the bar and goes in the back. As the snoring rouses you up, the heat just from his breath, the noise from her snoring, you cannot take it.
Sounds about right.
You stand up, you grab, because you carry that little orb in a satchel, right? Yes. So you grab your satchel. That's like a natural thing for you. It's like
the one that I reclaimed from the goblins who stole it from my family.
And as you head down the stairs and you come down, you see the lady. She recognizes you as a companion of Roller's. She tips her hat to you. You come out, and it's pretty much the same scene that you've seen. There's people coming up and down the street selling things. The blacksmith is tinkering down there. You have your option of the city, of the town. Where would you like to go?
I'm most definitely going to go to the tip because of the fact that I was restless and just kind of like, okay, where can I actually have some sort of palaver, some sort of camaraderie, and
yeah, for sure. So as you walk down towards the tip,
it seems to be the main place where the hustle and bustle is transpiring.
As you walk down towards the tit and you walk in, you see him walk in.
I love it. This is a smooth dungeon master right there. It just changes the ambient music as you walk in. It's fucking great. I love it.
It's very tavern-y.
That's great.
It's literally what it's called.
Tavern-y?
Tavern E.
Tavern in E.
You see him walk in, and as you walk in, you see the same thing. Everyone's ruckus around. You don't really see him, but in the back corners, those 3 guys and the one man who was hiding on tables now drinking big tankard. You see the same woman who was 4 servers. Now she's 8 servers, serving everyone she can. But you don't see the gnome that he saw. So the bar is just empty. People sit at the bar just drinking, clinking the tavern. People reaching over, pouring their own drinks now.
Yeah. Oh wow. So like just free range. Interesting. Well, I approach Robert and I'm just like, well, I didn't think I could really recharge my batteries as adequately as anticipated, and here we are. How far back are you, sir?
And as I gesture for him to sit down.
As I approach you and say it.
You're very much a man of few words, my friend.
There'll be a reason. There'll be a reason.
All right. And you guys are pretty much just going to hang there?
For the moment, yeah.
You never see that guy Elite come back out of the kitchen, and you never see the gnome. They never come back out.
In the meantime, as in between watching all the patrons, my eyes still drift towards back to the back of the bar, watching for the door for them to come back out.
Okay, cool. I like that idea right there. Back in your room. In your sleep. You're running. You're running in the forest and you're trying to get to him. As fast as you can. You can hear him scream. You can hear him begging for help. You can hear it. And then you flash and you fall. And you flash and again there's fire. And you flash and there's an eye. You can't hide. And flash and it's fire. Flash. And you wake up and you grab your satchel. And you turn. Roll a d20 for me. Because you're kind of falling asleep. Not really falling asleep.
Okay. Four.
Alright, so it doesn't really rouse you. Or noise doesn't rouse you. So as you catch up, you look over and he's kind of just... He's not completely asleep, but he's like in that kind of mode where he could fall asleep if he wanted to. He's almost out. You notice Alec is gone, and so is Emmer's. Emmer.
Yeah, just for short. Silliness in my name.
Your guys' rest is up. You get your health points back. You get your ability back. And your rest is good for there. What would you like to do?
Hey, you. Are you awake over there?
Yes, what's up?
Man, I'm thirsty. Let's go to get some drink at the tit.
Oh, you mean the bar? Sure. Yeah, let's go.
All right. So you guys head down together, and the lady at the front desk, she sees you, and she's so happy to see you again. As you walk out, you don't see the same scene that they saw where people were running around. Yeah, you see that. But now you see more of a gathering of people in front of what looks to be a guy on a soapbox out in the corner. And he's kind of like preaching and chanting. There's a group of maybe 7 to 8 people looking at him being like, yeah. You can't really make out what he's saying, but you know that he's kind of like either rousing or he's preaching something. You're just not completely sure.
Hey, Mystic, you want to go see what's going on over there with me?
Yeah. Perhaps this could lead to something. Perhaps not.
So as you...
At the very least, it might be a chuckle.
You guys want to go check it out?
Let's go check it out.
So as you guys head to the square where the fountain's at, you come out, and he's on like a little soapbox that he set up. As he's talking to the people, and why won't they find our loved ones? Because Phineas is afraid. He's a terrible leader. He allows them to be taken every year. We cannot stand for it. Yeah, I haven't seen her in a long time. I missed my child. You just people queuing in on it.
Excuse me.
You're not from our town, are you?
No, I'm actually the Beastmaster for the menagerie tonight.
Another person who brings pollution to our town.
Pollution?
You bring beasts to our town who may get out and take our people.
Oh, you mean the beasts that provide entertainment for both adult and child alike? You mean the menagerie that brings coin to all your businesses on a regular basis?
Blood coin. Blood money.
Whose blood? I'm the one out there catching the beasts.
How long has your child been missing? He went missing this time 2 years ago. How long did your sister go? And he starts this, and people just start bringing up, and you start queuing. People go missing every year at the same time.
So then, is the ruckus so loud that we can hear it in the tit? And
No.
Might be inclined
the
to
ruckus in the tit is way too loud for you to really even hear anything outside the tit.
Allow, sir, let me ask, where do these... Are you talking about the people that go missing on the edge of the forest next to the old mad hag?
Show them! And people pull out their wooden dolls.
So yeah, it's... Okay, so this is...
Our town leader has done nothing. He lets our loved ones be taken, and he does nothing. He's either in league or against us. And we need to change this town, or we will all be doomed.
Mystic, come here for a second. So I think all of these people's kids have been taken by old Medusa, old Mad Hag Medusa, or whatever the hell her name is.
Yeah,
More than likely, yeah. I mean, she was up to no good while we were there. I can't imagine that just started.
I mean, we had already beaten the beast. We just didn't want to really fight a whole new entity at the time, but I mean, can we not? I mean, how can we turn a blind eye to such a thing?
My only question is it near the Mother Love? Because it's on the way. We might as well go check it out. But
Did he say where the Mother Love was?
have...
Yeah, it was in the forest, right? The deep forest.
Yeah, because, I mean...
Specifically by oak trees.
By oak trees. And we did pass through oak trees on our last adventure. Okay, so
we could check it
feels
out.
like everything's coming back to this, to old Medusa.
But
lady.
I see a way we
Old
can make money
Medusa.
off of this, though. I mean, let's not discount that. We should probably have a conversation so maybe we can gain some coin in the matter.
Look, they've all lost their kids.
I mean, do they want to lose their next one?
Admittedly, I might feel this way because I was perhaps the cause of such a thing, but I feel like we should try and do something about this. Why don't we do this? Why don't we go and get the others, Emmer and Alex's opinion on this?
Okay.
I can tell you what Alex going to say.
Yeah.
If there's coin involved, I'm just
I don't know, I'm
saying.
still watching that back door because that was some funky business.
Allow me.
Did you tell him about that?
No.
Okay.
Before we go, I shout to the group of people. People of this town. What's the town? Briarwood. People of Briarwood. I hear your lamentations, and I understand them. And I apologize that you have to have dealt with such a thing for so long. But hear me now. As a dragonborn warrior, I will do the utmost to make sure that no one suffers this sort of loss in your town again.
Some of the people are looking at you, and you can see in their eyes like they're impressed by you. You're freaking golden dragonborn. How could they not be impressed? The man on the soapbox, he essentially goes, "I'll believe words when words become actions." And he goes on ranting to his people, preaching.
I don't trust this guy.
I think he's just another wounded father. It's a town full of wounded parents. So why don't we go to the tavern? Let's go to the Tit. We can go sup at the Tit for a while, and then discuss with our cohorts our next steps before the menagerie. What say you?
Yeah, let's go. I gotta figure out how much life I have because we didn't determine how much life I got back from my rest.
Oh, your rest, you should be good.
Okay.
Yeah,
all the way up?
Yeah, we'll go all the way up.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go back to
you
the
slept.
Tit.
You actually slept.
So that means I get it back? Okay.
Yes, miss.
Cool.
You got your ability back, so you should be good to go.
And I got restless, and I hadn't lost any points anyway.
So as we come back to you two in the bar, they're going to be making their way towards you. But before they do, you finally see the gnome come out. And he's surprised because people are like pouring on drinks. And as they do, he comes over, he smacks hands, and he stabs someone with a fork. They and everybody laughs, and he pours more drinks, and he goes right back to work.
You can boost the music a little bit, apparently. Nice. So there's still no one behind the bar and stuff like that?
Well, he came back.
Okay.
The gnome is now back behind the bar.
Gotcha.
You see this happen. You both see. You see the gnome. You didn't know the gnome had been gone for extended time, but you see the gnome come back out.
All right, and we're back. We're there.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to do before they come in?
No. So basically, like this would be just it would lead up basically for after they come to the table, and then we'll leave.
Okay. So you guys walk into
for a
the
second
tavern.
Interaction with that gnome.
As I described to them, it is a ruckus. There's 8 of the same barmaid, and as you walk in, all 8 turn to you and they say, "Distance, please."
I can't help it. I laugh like that.
As you guys survey the scene, you're looking around and you see the booth over by the door where Emma and Alec are sitting.
And I lean over to Alec and I'm just like, I'm impressed with your restraint for not going after this now.
So as I'm approaching them, though, I catch one of the barmaidens by the arm, and I say, "Fear not. I'm just curious, because it's 8 of the same. You said, right?"
Yes. Yeah, they're close.
Did we establish that last time?
Nope.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I
I
didn't
so.
think so. What exactly are you that there be now 8 of you, whence before, if I'm not mistaken, there was only one? Got it. Magic. Okay.
It's a
Fair
dude!
enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so I continue on.
We've all seen the boys.
So at this point, we just walked in, right? And he's talking to the lady. So I look over at Alec, and he looks at me and looks to the gnome, and I realize I might need to have a conversation. So at that point, I walk over to the gnome to strike up a conversation to glean information.
Okay. You walk up and the gnome is, he's doing his stuff, he's working things. He goes, I'll be right with you. He looks over and he sees you in the corner. He goes, pulls out his fork.
Just a little bit, so
Goes back to work. What can I get you?
So just go ahead and give me a pint of ale, please.
Pint of ale? And he's pretty good. He's really good. He is fast. He's set up this bar for his little ass. Everything is within reach. He's flipping, dipping, pouring, sends it right over to you. Perfect form pour. Slides right on down. Take your tab up with Ella. She'll be the one you get money from.
Yes, but I heard that I heard about the special meeting that's going on behind doors, and I want to pick up on that game.
You roll a d20 for me.
To hit this thing.
That you were not going to try the dice?
It's this one right here?
Yep.
Yeah, doing the first one.
It worked out better for last time.
5.
Well, maybe not this time.
See, it says a missed the whole room. It's cool. Plus your investigation. So
yeah, because we can track it on ours. It'll show the game and what she just rolled.
Investigation plus 5.
Oh, will it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right here. Just roll the 5.
Alex. There you go. This one is 11.
He's got to
so
click our
16.
campaign.
16.
Go to campaigns.
Okay. All right, so that's good, right?
The game log.
As you're saying those things to him, you kind of see him go, I have no idea what you're talking about. It's just our cooks back there cooking. I don't know what secret meeting. Maybe our boss is coming in to... I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can smell a game a mile away.
Oh, no, that's just this guy. He shit himself. He usually does. Ralph, get out of here!
Trust me, I got what you need.
Am I still close to her? Well, like, as we're walking, can I hear what's going on at this point?
I wouldn't say you can hear their conversation because she's kind of leaning into the bar.
Okay.
You can see that she walked over and she's having a conversation.
Okay.
The way she's leaning in kind of doesn't really seem like it's just a regular I'm ordering a drink.
So the fact that he's not making eye contact and he's still moving so rapidly, I kind of walk over to try and hear what's going on.
All right. So now you're within earshot. You can hear.
Okay.
And he goes, last thing he said, he comes, he goes, are you the Red Wolf?
Only on the second Tuesday of next week.
I don't know what you're talking about, lady. You can either order another drink or you can get away. I got people to take care of. And not enough time and not enough of me.
Okay, so I walk up and I say, Mystic, grab us some ale for the table there, but I think I have an idea of what we need to do.
All right.
So as I leave her to grab our stuff, I scan the crowd looking for that drunk, and again, I don't want to metagame, but I'm hoping that because he's just been bought a beer, he's in a good mood.
Oh, he's been drinking all day.
Okay, fair enough. So
It's still relatively early in the day, right?
It is.
Can I-
It's
can-
literally
2
2 o'clock. Yeah.
Can I spot him at that table still
Yeah,
and
he's
approach him?
He's on the opposite side of the room of where your team's table would be at.
So I see him sitting there, and I plop down right across from the table from him and let out a little...
There's no way they don't notice it. You're ginormous.
Yeah, exactly. So
all 3 of them turn and they look at you. Can you roll a d20 for me on that one?
Yep. 12.
12, and then what's your passive? What's your invest? It's I would say perception. 14. Nope, that's so Alec Moore, Valar. So 15. So which you got as a 5?
I had a 12 on here.
Oh, 12. Oh, a 12. So 12 plus 10, 22. You notice as you sit down, on 2 of the gentlemen that are sitting with them, their sleeves are pulled up, but one of their sleeves kind of comes back, and it looks like there's red fingers, like a mark, red fingers on his hand.
So the problem, though, is, again, I don't want to metagame. I didn't hear the Red Wolf part. But I can maybe talk to her and get information about what the bartender said later and put two and two together. So I'll take note of that. Okay, so I take note of the tattoo.
Anytime you do that, just like my character, and then just say, "Hey, out of game."
Okay.
And then,
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So I take note of the tattoo, and I kind of give a snarl smile to the two guys and be like, "Sup?" And then I look at the drunk guy, and I say, "You remember me?"
I do. I do. How could I forget?
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
What other information might you have about Old Mad Hag?
I haven't
And
killed her yet.
that's true, but
That was a question.
no, and I answered. That's true. But we have more information about her than we did before.
What more do you need? Look at the town.
So,
She's taken everyone's
first off,
children.
let me tell you, we met her. We did meet her. Not only we saw her, we were in her tree shack. We not only lived, we saw some things that
You see
might.
him look at his companions. He lived. And then look back at you in awe.
Let me ask you another thing. Do you still have your wooden representation of your son?
This is Sammy.
So, may I? I'll treat him with respect.
So as he hands
I'll
you the
breathe
wooden-
away from him.
As he hands you the wooden doll, it's not like this doll could stand on its own. It's almost like, however this kid was changed into this, he was struggling for his life to get away.
So, what exactly is this? Was this found?
It's not small. It's
Okay.
It's like
so
the size of my forearm.
was this found where your son was, or is this like could forgive me for asking what might be perceived as a silly question, but we're in a wondrous age of magic and all kinds right now, correct?
People do things, right?
So, could this be your actual son transmuted into this form by a mystical creature?
I don't know. I just like, look how much baby.
It does look just like him, but here's the thing. Old Mad Hag had one as well. And she was not happy when it was brought, when it came to light that she had one. I think it was hers. I don't know that all of this is a malicious act. I don't know if this is actually caused by the hag because her son was
I have
turned
to
as
go.
well.
And he gets up really quick, and the gentlemen get up with him, and they proceed to try to get past you to leave.
Does he take his son?
Oh, yeah, immediately.
Okay.
He's not leaving that behind.
So then what I do is I take the information and I go back to our table where guys, I have more information, but I'll let you know when Mystic gets here because I have some questions for her as well.
Back on your end.
Okay.
He's sweating as you're talking to him, but he's pretty hard fast on not giving you any information. You botched it with the Red Wolf, and he knows now that you are not somebody. He's sweating because he almost gave something away. What he almost gave away, you don't know, but he's sweating.
All right.
He literally comes up to like your thigh.
All right. Let me go ahead and get a barrel of your best ale and
A whole barrel?
A whole barrel.
All right, Ella, I need a whole barrel out there. Two of the girls come back there.
And I
It takes
need
two of them to lift the barrel.
I need you to deliver it over there to Mr. Bug.
Okay. And they go over there, and they drop the barrel, boom, and they uncork it, and they begin to fill up 4 tankards, and they set it on the bar, and then they cork it back up and leave it there. That's from the gray girl at the bar. And they leave you.
Basically, I'm still waiting for them to come over to the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's still just him and I.
I was about to say we.
No, I came and joined you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, you okay? So you are there.
I'm sitting there.
Okay. So in that regard, I would say you've returned with a very stoic demeanor. Are we ready to actually go on our next quest, or are we still going to bide our time for?
Not yet, but I have some information. I just want to cross-check it with. Mystic was talking to the bartender before I could get an earshot, and I want to find out if there's more information that I can maybe put 2 and 2 together with what I just got off of the drunk.
Well, I'm very hopeful that we can actually go back out there and find some answers about all those children, because with my torrid past as a youth as well, I find it very important for us to make hopefully save some lives and figure things out.
He's like the old guy in Ponderosa, just telling everyone their story.
Only hinting this.
Are you going back to the table, or are you still going to try to push him?
I want to keep pushing him. I want to. I'm trying to think if I have. I think I have a persuasion.
So then, if she's still up at the table,
sort.
then basically I make a gesture to Cecil, basically pointing towards the dwarf, insinuating that there's something going on with him.
Obviously there's some sort of activity going on in the back room that I can't tell,
right.
And I'm wondering if, because he was talking to Mystic for longer than me, so I'm wondering if she got more information than I can. All I know is I spoke to the drunk about the wooden doll, because you remember that's what the Medusa had, was a wooden doll, and I'm wondering what the connection is, because on our way here, I don't know if they were out there when you guys were on your way, but there was a group of villagers. One dude was up talking about how they need to do something because, all their kids were being taken, and when I asked them about it, they all held up wooden versions of their kids, so...
I still felt like that was the bigger mystery in the last session, was trying to find out if she was responsible or not, right?
Well, that's the thing. Like, we thought she was, and she wasn't nice, but then she had one of her own. So I don't know that she's the one that actually is doing this out there. But I do think we should figure it out. But I don't know if it's... When I brought that up, the drunk and his 2 cohorts, which, by the way, his 2 cohorts had matching... Well... One of them had a tattoo, the other had his sleeve covered, but they acted in a very similar demeanor, so I can only assume they're both a part of the same group.
Yeah,
he mentions the red fingers. You had seen the red fingers on the neck of the gentleman who came back behind the bar.
So
Robert.
But he's
talking to you.
So I'm still up there.
He mentions that he saw red finger tattoos on a wrist, and that brings back to the red fingers you saw on the neck.
Okay, I do have stealth too.
So with him,
are you gonna stealth him as he's serving drinks?
No, and I have sleight of hand. So
okay, sleight of hand.
Is it
remember how stealth worked out last time? Well,
yeah, but
as long as no one screams.
They don't know what I'm doing. They don't know what I'm doing, and I know, I'm like, if there's
also,
a
keep
key,
in mind, it's a full bar, so there's a bunch of people at that bar top right there. So it's going to be very hard to pickpocket him or take anything from him without someone.
Or go through the door and detect it.
I mean, you could try, but it's a full bar. There's eyes everywhere on this thing.
All right, I also have really high insight.
I'd be able to tell if he's telling the truth or not, and you already know he's not.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna go back. I think I'm gonna go back to the table, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, what's up?" Because something's up, and I want part of this game. That's what I'm on back there.
So what did he say to you? Because he was obviously sketchy about something, and
it's now 3 p.m. in the day, so you had about 3 hours before you had to report back to the ringmaster.
Okay.
If there's anything I know, is when there's some secret game going on that not everybody's privy to.
Did he say there was a secret game going on?
No, but he did mention the Red Wolf.
Red Wolf? I saw a tattoo, half of a tattoo with red fingers. It could have been a wolf's paw, I suppose. I wonder if they're connected.
Affiliation status of some sort?
Some kind of group going on, because when I brought up the wooden children, do you think that the Red Wolf is like a group of townies from this people
Nah,
from this area trying to
it's
get
a
revenge?
It's a specific person, definitely. And
Why
from
would
what
multiple
Bug
people
has
have
told
the
me,
tattoo, though?
From what Bug has told me, is that there is someone back there that we want to know what's up by just looking at him. I know.
So here's what I suggest.
It's all in the eyes.
It's all in the eyes.
We need to get
I've known him
behind
a
the
long time.
bar. We need you to get behind the bar because you're the smallest. Now, this place is packed. However, I'm a very tall golden dragon. So, I think it might be time for a little distraction.
Yep. I didn't do it.
If you're saying karaoke, then I think that's where.
Have you ever seen a dragon do karaoke?
I'm willing.
Talk about
Hey,
dropping it like it's hot.
Hey, as long as you're doing "Burning Love" from Elvis.
Yeah, I mean, being the emo one of the crew, obviously.
I was thinking
can most
Great Balls of
certainly-
Fire.
If you-
but-
Jerry Lee, I'll take Jerry Lee.
You get up on that stage, and I
Is that what you
will
guys
get the
do?
key
You
to
think
get
you're
through
gonna cause
that
a
door.
distraction in the
We're
bar
gonna
and try to
implement
get
a
rid of
distraction.
I think we
so
should
she
try
can
and
sneak
distract
back,
so
yeah.
she can sneak past.
Alright,
There we
so go ahead and devise what you want to do to distract. Alright.
Is there a karaoke machine?
There's no care. It's old school.
We could start a
bar.
fight.
Yeah, all that somebody
There's
has
a
to do is
piano
start.
in the back. It's very much like a Western bar. It's very
Okay.
much like a Western bar.
Yeah,
I'm loving
you
the
can
Dark
use a
Tower
piano,
vibes, by the way, man, because
and-
that's totally what I'm getting from this right now.
That's
The
a
first
little
book.
I went music because I thought that you'd be into it.
Well, I no, I mean I don't have a particular skill in
Barding.
Barding, yeah.
Okay, so I graze over and I sit down on this old piano and I make sure to implement the distraction at least from a musical standpoint.
All right, here we go. Roll your d20.
Let's fucking do this.
Yay! Someone
see
got
how-
I
it.
was a little
Piano.
boy.
Well, I haven't been imbibing as
Do you
much.
have? Okay, I'm gonna see if you have a
It'd
performance.
be great is if he did like a metal song on piano, and because you don't really say much, it's
Oh, I
just
have a
gurgles.
grunting.
You should have
He's got a +2, so when you
All
roll,
right.
add your charisma.
It's like fucking Ace Ventura.
Add your charisma, which is a +4, and your performance, which is a +2. So add 6 to your roll.
Okay, so it'll only be at 15 then, unfortunately. So. Yeah.
You sit down.
Okay.
You crack your knuckles,
Yeah.
and you hear. Pick a metal song, bro. Any
Pick a
song.
metal song, Dream Warriors.
There you go.
Dream Warriors begins to play fluently
Nice.
on the piano.
Hell yeah.
You are even unsure you were doing this right now. You don't know, but your
Thankfully,
fingers
it's not the most
are
complex.
flying.
Like bump, bump.
People at the bar are turning their heads and they're like, yeah! And they're starting to get into it and they're rocking with you as you're just going to town on the keyboard. What are you two doing? Or on the piano, what are you two doing?
So, it's Alec, right?
Yeah.
So I
So
think
basically, well, I was thinking basically, again, gesturing to you, head back towards that bar as we sneak around behind the crowd.
No, I think what we should do, because Mystic is the one that's going to sneak, I think you should start the vocals, and then I'll get any straggling.
But he doesn't.
I'll get any. That's what's funny. I'll get any straggling. I'll catch any stragglers by. What I'll do is I'll work up some gas in myself, and I'll be like, and I'll be like, and every time it'll be like little spouts of fire.
We're doing Rammstein over here.
Exactly. Pyrotechnics to get all the eyes, all the eyes that haven't turned yet.
Is that what we're doing?
Yes,
I don't
absolutely.
even need a roll. I just go in.
I just walk through.
Fuck it. At this point, we have all eyes, including the midget, on us.
Oh my God.
It's up to him. It's up to him.
So-
No, but yes, that is what we're going to attempt to do.
I need you to roll a d20, add your, you're going to want to add your performance and your charisma. You're going to roll a d20, and you're going to add dexterity and performance.
Okay, I got a 15 for a roll, plus 12 charisma, plus 1. And then, wait, what was the other one? Where's the performance?
It's going to be under skills.
Cool, okay.
It's like here.
Skills.
Looks like your performance is a +1.
Is it? Value. Okay, yep. Okay, so then that is 15...
I got a 16.
28? 29?
28, yeah. So, As he's playing it on the piano, you step.
We're the drink boys. Don't want to drink no more.
Yeah.
And then every time you're like, you get right behind him.
Pyrotechnics flames.
You put Alec in fire.
Yes.
Going across.
Yes.
People are putting their heads into the tit. Everyone. The barmaids
they're
are
putting
turning
their heads
around
in the
and they're like, everyone. The gnome is even like, are you sneaking?
I'm sneaking.
Roll a d20 with advantage.
Hell yeah.
Okay. D20s and take your highest
Let's
roll.
go.
Okay, so this one here,
Very sneaky.
this guy here, the one at the top.
It's gonna be that one right there.
Fucking medieval metal.
Yeah, baby.
Fucking bugbear.
Got
This
it.
whole thing
8.
makes me want to open like a D&D
You
themed
said,
hotel.
do I get advantage? You said with an
Yeah.
advantage?
where like
Twice
you
and take your
have
highest number.
a
So
bartender that like only speaks in that.
Oh,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
have to go and you have to speak in that
it'd be
language.
like medieval
Yeah.
times and
Yeah.
shit.
It'd be so
Like,
fucking
dude,
rad.
we should do that.
I am tempted.
I want to go do
Dexterity plus
medieval
I bet it would do
one.
very well.
13.
And then where's
That's.
Well, I'm just saying,
It's a fun
let's
idea.
go to medieval
I
Stealth
times.
do that too. I've never been there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
plus
Do they
3.
have one here?
yeah, it's in
Okay.
Scottsdale.
Yeah, you really don't have to do much to get back
do that as
there.
a show.
I was
The
thinking
really
that,
last
like straight the fuck
thing
up.
Oh,
for you to keep
yes.
you from being seen is the gnome at the bar, and he is rocking out, man. He is headbanging. They've never heard anything like this before.
Right.
People are losing their minds. This is awesome. And you just walk right into the back. Now, when you walk into the back, it's a basic kitchen setup. There's like 4 or 5 cooks back there, and they're cooking. They look like they're humans and stuff. And off in the back corner, by like where it looked like the dish, where like they clean dishes, you can see a shady man with the red tattoos, and now a hooded figure.
So another one with the
As he's talking to him, you see a gray hand, and then he pulls back, and they both look at you, and they both run out the back door.
I knew they would come back around.
No, I'm going for it. I'm chasing him.
You're gonna follow suit?
Fuck yeah, I am.
All right.
Are you gonna
Well, we
scream
got a
out for
car
us
chase,
first,
yo.
or are you gonna? Well, we wouldn't hear you.
I was
anyway.
saying, how the fuck they
I
gonna
don't
hear
got time
that?
for it.
Cacophony.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
This is cool.
I'm
that was
gonna
not
follow.
I'm all there
Yeah,
gurgling
follow.
dream warriors with fucking flames coming out my ass.
So just as a point of order, I did even between my pyrotechnics, I do see in the background that she sneaks back there.
Yeah, if you take that look, she's gone.
Okay.
She's in the clear.
So I see that she's made it. So I'm waiting to see if she pops out or what.
Yeah, because we have to be monitoring to make sure
Right.
she's having a successful situation
Right.
right there. and
So
getting
we'll
this
take
right.
it every 3 minutes,
Okay.
essentially. So you're finishing up your solo on Dream Warriors on the piano.
Yeah.
Bing! And you guys finish it up. Yeah! You notice she's not gone. So now you have to start another one.
Yeah.
Roll a
So
D20.
I go right into running from this nightmare.
You
gotta roll a D20
and,
first.
Roll a D20. All of you roll D20 for performance and add your charisma. You're
said what?
adding
It's,
dexterity, and you guys are adding
16.
charisma.
6,
So that's
right? Was what I was adding?
30? Wait,
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I'm
Hold
a
on.
14.
Fucking 2, dude.
hold on.
Or no, 12 total.
You botched it.
I did. Yeah. Are you surprised?
Well, no, you're all helping each other.
Oh,
So you
okay.
should all roll
Okay.
2 dice and take your highest number.
Oh, okay.
So
It's
20,
a- it's a group
29.
performance.
So 29.
Oh
29.
shit! I blew it away that time. I got 24 that time.
Roll your second dice to take, because you're all helping each other.
Okay, so one more roll because the previous one was 2.
Yeah,
so
then take your highest roll.
So basically, we're power
Okay,
power
this
band
is
right
12,
now.
so what,
Plus 6, 18.
18 then.
Yeah, so you get into running from this nightmare, and your register peaks. And I'm running from this nightmare. He's going in, and you're like, like it's WWE, man.
Yeah,
It's like,
baby.
whoosh.
Yeah.
Pain status.
And you are just blistering. My fingers are blistered. Just going. They book it out the back. You start running, and the cooks. One cook kind of sees you. He's kind of like getting in your way a little bit. And as you're able to kind of push past them and get to the back, as you come out, you see them hightailing it at the market. It's busy market, and they're pushing past people. People are like, what the fuck? They're maybe like 20 feet in front of you. I imagine you're going to try to
Yeah.
pursue. All right,
Yeah,
I need
I'm
you to
going.
roll D20 and roll your dexterity because you're going to be pushing through people.
Okay.
Oh man.
Five. And
You need to just-
dexterity?
Next roll, use your dice.
I don't have any dice.
Oh.
Yeah, we can share dice.
Yeah.
And there's a whole band.
Yeah, I got
Plus one, so
got a
it's
bunch of dice right here. We'll try the next roll just in case on the real dice.
So what'd you get?
I got 6.
6. So as you see them running, they're clearly heading out to the part of the town that looks like it would head out towards the swamp. You're not going to be able to catch up to them. There's just too many people in your way, too many vendors that are trying to get in your face to sell you things. And every time someone gets in your face, you're losing them a little bit more. And then finally, as people disperse, you're in the square again, and they're gone. They're gone. You can't find them. They're gone. But you know what direction they were heading.
All right.
Back in the bar, people are losing it, man. It is to capacity. You are rocking the fucking cat's butt in that place, man. I swear. It is the best performance this town has ever seen. You finish your last note. Bing! You were already looking out for her. So you don't see her come back just yet. There's a little bit of worry. You're going to be delayed because you're going to come back through there. As you guys settle down in the bar, like, people are walking up to you like, who are you guys? You guys, what's your name? What's your group? Who are you? Where'd you come from?
Well,
we're the kid killers.
Oh, Jesus. No.
Back in black.
Down.
That's art. That was some of the greatest
fucking
metal. I didn't know bugbears could sing like that.
Indeed.
I'll never be the same. It's at that time you all realize she comes back to the door, and the look on her face is just, she's pissed. They're gone. She got away.
What happened?
So what happened was I walk in, and then I got this guy with the red palm on his face, fingers. He was talking.
Roll a d20 for him real quick. I want to see if you got a full look at his tattoo.
Oh yeah, I don't. Okay.
Here, you can borrow.
All right.
Like nobody trusts your digital dice.
Nobody trusts any of my rolls.
19.
There we go.
Nice. Yeah.
So
Dark Tower.
the hand is this. It's this. This is the full tattoo.
Alright.
Is this?
He had a full tattoo of 2 fingers and a thumb around his neck.
So.
And he was
not
talking
really a
to
wolf.
a hooded figure with skin like mine.
Okay.
It's very rare.
Let's pull that out of your butt.
Yeah. It's a skin condition. It's really
I've been
rare.
around, okay?
Sex more.
I don't know.
It's Croatia.
Nobody else has it.
Well, now I'm wondering, is that tattoo, does it represent a red wolf? Because if it's like a hand, I don't know.
If that was a red wolf, then they wouldn't have been asking me if I was a red wolf.
That's fair.
But it could have also looked like fingers. But it could have been.
Well, but so they did
a
ask
wolf
you
head.
if you were a red
They
wolf?
thought I was red wolf, and I blew that too, unfortunately.
Did it sound like they thought you were one person or a part of a group of people called the Red Wolf?
It's hard to say.
That was my assumption.
The plot, she thickens. Okay, well...
Snicker, baby.
What time is it at this point? How close are we to the...
I would say it's about 4, so you got about 2 hours before you have to go report back. The actual show doesn't start until 7.
Okay.
So you have to spend an hour wrangling the animals. Because a big part of the menagerie is parading the animals
Sure,
for the show.
sure. Okay, so... We need to find out more about these tattoos. We need to find out what the Red Wolf is. We need more information. So,
And this is taking priority over the mother's milk acquisition, obviously.
yeah.
I mean, the dog's okay.
Yeah.
He's still whining. She's okay.
So, do we
They were not
feel
under
like
time limit.
do we feel like still the best place to get information is the Witch's Tip because it's so? I mean, we've just gotten favor from everyone in the bar. So if we want information, anyone would probably give it to us at this point.
Very valid point.
So let's see.
Well, no, he was that one headbanging the most. The gnome is
The
like.
gnome is
Well, he might talk to someone. He might
need
talk
to
to one
talk
of these
to the
two
gnome.
versus her.
Oh, yeah,
We
he
need
has
the
no
gnome.
idea that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so I'm gonna saunter over, and I'm gonna kind of push my way through my adoring fans that are coming up to me, trying to be like, "Wow, we love your fire," that kind of stuff. And I get up to the bar and I say, "Hey, Gabi, how about a brew for the old Firemeister here?"
Gabby. My name's Raymond. But yeah, I'll get you one coming right up. On the house.
Raymond, let me ask you, what are you?
I'm a gnome.
A gnome. Okay, sorry. I assumed goblin. My apologies. I don't mean to, be racist of any kind. So, Nomi. Let's call you Nomi instead.
I mean, Raymond.
Raymond. Okay, sorry, Raymond. So I'm just a little high on my horse after such performance.
Dude,
you can understand,
awesome.
right? Yeah, exactly.
It was awesome.
So
my neck hurts.
Speaking of necks, dude, let me ask you a question. I saw some rather boss tattoos around certain places.
You see his face change, like immediately as soon as you say tattoos. His face just changed. Tattoos aren't common in this town. They're not really common anywhere, to tell you the truth. So,
I know they're not common, man. So I don't know. It seems like I just hit a nerve or something. Don't worry, bro. I'm still the same guy that was just blowing fire a few minutes ago.
Yeah. You were blowing some wicked flames.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, let me just ask, because I haven't seen it much before, and I'm just a curious fella. What's with the tattoo of, a red hand kind of situation that I've seen?
No curiosity. I gotta tell you this. Don't look into those people, man. They're fanatics. Just stay away. Stay safe.
Fanatics. Okay, no, I appreciate dude, I thank you for the warning, for real. I appreciate that you're just looking out for me. But, I want to look out for my friends, too. My buddies. We can't continue to throw huge shows like this.
You guys are welcome at the tip anytime.
Dude, I appreciate it, man. That's awesome. Here, take a drink with me. Yeah, all right.
As the time you finish it. Now, his is a pint, same size as you, so it's...
Okay.
He's Steve Austin did.
Nice. Awesome, dude. Awesome. So, okay.
316.
So, who do you think, clearly, I don't want to, look, I'm not here to crunch your style, but, who do you think I could talk to that might be able to give me answers? Because that's a pretty sick-looking tattoo.
Oh, are you looking to get one?
Why not? I'm always looking to expand. I mean, look, red on gold, right? That might be pretty sweet.
I mean, yeah, that'd be pretty cool, but can Dragonborn get tattoos on their scales?
You don't even know what we can do, bro. Seriously, so where would I go?
No, nothing's free in this town.
Oh, you want another song?
I mean, I'm down for a song, but that's not gonna pay this kind of information, man. This puts my bar, my friends, everybody at risk if I give you information.
I would never want to put the tit in jeopardy. I'm a big fan of tits. So,
I love the tit.
I've never heard it said like that, but it makes sense.
So for real though, where can I go to? I mean, clearly you don't want to give a bro information. So who can give a bro information?
Come on, bro.
I can't say anything other than don't go to the forest edge after 8.
Okay, got it.
Very cryptic.
Fair enough. Okay, so go to the forest edge after it.
Yes, don't go.
I didn't say
that.
Okay.
Can we get a free performance here tomorrow? I was sure would. I know Ella would love it. She would love it.
Let me put it to you this way: if I don't go to the edge of the forest after 8, will I be here tomorrow to give a performance?
I mean, I guess it depends on the conversations we have. It's not.
Oh, so there's people there to talk to.
People, things, ghosts, trees. I mean, themselves. I don't know.
Let me ask you a question, Raymond. Is it? Can I just see your neck? Let me just take a look at your neck.
He's trying to stretch out as much as he can his stumpy neck.
Nothing there, huh?
Okay.
Okay.
Nothing on
Clear. I'm just out of curiosity. Can I just take a look at your wrists?
He's wearing like a wife beater almost.
No, I know. I'm just admiring the scenery, bro. Okay, cool. Yeah, sweet. All right, sweet. Okay, no, I appreciate the information. Look, again, when I come back tomorrow, we want to give the greatest performance we can. What else can you tell me about
killers?
Yes. You know what? Fair enough. I appreciate the support. All right. Well, I'm going to head back to my friends now.
Thank you. You guys brought in so much business. You guys are great. Thank you.
Okay, guys. So, the gnome over there basically said that the tattoos are associated with something that we can go find out at the edge of the woods after 8 p.m.
That makes sense. They were headed towards the woods.
That's when everyone seems to disappear, is right when they're headed out there towards the edge of the woods. So here's the thing. We got to be ready for the menagerie at 7. And then I'm guessing when the menagerie finishes, maybe we set off to go see what's at the edge of the woods. How does that sound to you guys?
We could do that.
I would imagine.
I can see goods in the dock.
Because then we can just slip into the woods and grab some of that mother's milk or whatever it was.
It'd actually be easier to see at night.
Exactly. It'll have the glow and everything.
Perfect. Mother's love, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Not
Mother's
milk
glove. Mother's love is a lot stickier, right?
Oh God.
So.
Yeah. Things that make you go.
So I say we grab some drinks because I have to go start wrangling beasts here in the near future.
All right. So there is a couple things left. You guys got about 2 hours before you have to report back. You can still go through the town. You can still go back and check out Old Mag if you want to check that out.
We can go back to Old Mag?
Yeah, she's only an hour away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was wondering if.
What time is it?
Vicinity.
It's like 4:30.
Okay, so we still got some time.
Yeah, you guys rocked like a 30-minute set.
Okay.
Well,
it sounds about right.
If she's an hour away, then I wouldn't get back in time to go.
I want to explore the market.
Okay.
And talk to people in the market.
Okay.
See if they know anything about.
So we know there's a blacksmith. We know there's a couple of other things. I don't know what specifically we could accomplish in the market.
Well, I want to go around, talk to people, and see if they've met with the.
Seen red tattoos, kind of thing. Okay.
And you still have your rope, right? Or your net?
Net.
Did you have a net or a rope?
I had a hemp. I had a hemp rope.
I thought it was a rope.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a hemp rope.
I feel like someone eventually needs to get a hold of a net.
A net.
I'm sure we can. We can check the stores that we're gonna pass.
Head up to blacksmith and get a chainmail net.
You think You think whatever it is gonna be small enough to throw a net over?
It would be a big net.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so let's go check out.
Just be wide. That's not going to be finished in a day.
It's fair enough. We might need it in the long run.
I say if you commission something like that from a blacksmith, that could take weeks.
So okay, we can put that on the back burner. Let's go out and see what else we can see out in the square area.
Bugbear saw the original sighting of said people, so I'd like to go back to where he was, or back to where they were.
Did he tell us that he saw? I don't even know if he told us that he saw him.
He talks to me through his looks.
Okay.
Well, technically, even then, at the time, you weren't even over at the table. And when him and I were originally talking about the tattoos, when he was talking about seeing the one on the wrist, and then me seeing the one on the neck in the marketplace.
Okay, so are we just gonna walk around then?
I don't know. I mean, again, yeah. Did you tell her that you also saw the gray-armed person?
No,
that
we hadn't. It was basically just between our conversations.
So yeah, why don't you?
Okay. Well, it's up to you, I guess, if you want to tell.
So basically, yeah. So then that would be.
Or would you lead me?
Well, in a sense, yeah. So it'd basically be a nudge on the shoulder, pointing up to the neck, gesturing that I've seen the same person with that tattoo. And then I start clearing us a path through the market way.
Wait, did the gray skinned person have the tattoo, or you just saw? No, I think you just saw the gray hand.
Just saw the gray.
Well, I thought the other person that they were interacting with was the one with the tattoo.
The other person had the tattoo.
Yeah, and then
person had the gray hand.
Exactly. But it was still in the same place right outside where you guys took the rest.
So he doesn't.
Are those the same two people that she just chased?
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't really know.
Right. So that you got
neither one
to talk
of us
to your girl, bro.
We don't know, right?
Yeah, he's got to talk to you.
Yeah.
He only saw red hand face, or hand
He said
guy.
he saw a tattoo and gray hand.
Yeah.
But I did tell him I saw an ashen guy.
You did.
I did tell.
Yeah, so it's on you to be like. Yeah.
Okay, so then again, the whole gesture of like I said, just seeing the previous tattoo, our previous conversation, and then I start making our way through the marketplace, clearing our path as you guys follow us back to where the inn was.
Okay, so
once we get
you.
to that cross section in front of the inn, I gesture over to where now that crowd is, where the preacher man is speaking to everybody.
And that's kind of calmed down by the time you come out. Like he's kind of like packing up his stuff, and people are kind of dissipating away from him. So that's kind of calmed down. He was not going to keep doing it out there. He's also getting ready for his evening as well.
Yeah, he's made his statement. He's done his thing. Okay.
So did they just go off and do that by themselves?
That's up to you. They're moving through the market. Did you want to move through with them?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys move through the market. I just don't know what you guys would like to do.
No, basically we're right back at the same area of the original interaction of seeing them, and I make a gesture towards that alleyway, and that's basically where we're at.
Did you see them go a particular direction when you saw them take off?
No, it's more so just it's the gesture of the alleyway that they were in doing that
So that's
deal.
where we saw the Ashen guy.
Let's go investigate the alley.
Where he saw the Ashen guy. So I want to let's investigate the area if we see if anybody saw anything,
see any clues
or if there's any clues. Yeah.
So was it the same alleyway where we investigated previously and got the
I don't
dog
think it was
healed
the
then?
apothecary.
Or
Separate alley.
Yeah,
because this is
if it's a straight shot, think of it as like little tunnels, like a sewage system. It comes out like that. Most of the town is straight shot, square, straight shot out. But there's small.
And technically, the health place would be earlier in the town than where we're at.
So actually, what I'll do is I'll stop by the preacher, and I'll be like, "Hey, let me ask you a question." Phineas. Rolo.
Packing up his
What
shit.
it is, right?
Yeah, Rolo.
Rolo. I meant what I said before when I said I did intend to stop what's been going on with kids in this town. But I have a question for you. 2 questions, perhaps it might be. So, have you seen either anyone with a red tattoo with red fingers, either on the neck or on the wrist? Tell me about these zealots.
They call themselves the Red Wolves.
Okay, so they do represent the Red Wolves. Okay, so it's an organization. What is the deal with the Red Wolves?
We don't really know. We do know that they have at least been trying to find the people. They, unlike our town leader, are actually trying. So I don't care what they do in the underdark or what they do in the shadows. Just as long as they help me and our friends find our loved ones.
So it seems like a noble quest that they have to find, them, but you call them zealots, which usually has a negative connotation. Are they doing bad things to try and
They just
acquire
believe in the
knowledge?
old gods too staunchly. They just don't want to evolve, learn the new ways of things. Just fanatics for the old ways.
Okay. Well, they're zealots. Okay, and then have you seen or heard tell of a grayskin thing person?
I did see a woman with gray skin earlier today.
You mean this one here?
Not with you.
Yeah, she's not with you.
So I thought we were walking
Are
through
you
the
guys all
market.
together?
Oh, I thought we
walking
were
through the
over
market?
at this other
Yeah,
place.
we're still at the
Okay,
same
so
place.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because we're all still back in front of the inn.
They
Back in
saw
the alleyway where I really
yeah,
originally
this is
seen the
only
people.
other gray-skinned person I've ever seen in my
I thought
life.
we were by the other area.
Okay, because I had heard
Oh,
that there
no.
was another one around, and I was just curious. You've been out here on the street, so I didn't know if you'd maybe seen anyone else like her.
Only those who want to come and listen to the tale of these poor families.
Fair enough.
A Mercer is saying we're having crackles.
Crackles?
To double check audio.
Let's see.
Good to know we got someone on the inside.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's like, you can hear you, but it's difficult. There's popping crackles.
Oh, yeah. There is a popping crackle. I don't know why that would be all of a sudden. Shit. God, I wouldn't have the first clue how to diagnose that.
Should there be a connection from a microphone?
Is it this?
I don't know. Let me see if turning that off stops it. I just turned off the overall mic. Let's see if that fixes it. It might take a second to catch up. Bear with us, guys, while we try and figure this out. Yeah, go for
it. Take your break when you can.
Damn. Nope, that didn't do it. Shit. I'll turn those four off and see if that changes it. Yeah, I think we're going to just have to record these in the future so I don't have to run into these issues.
Could there be interference because of the excess electronics and the fan, maybe?
I don't think so. Hang on, no, I'm just going to see if I make a change in a second. Yes, that did do what he said.
Oh.
But it probably turned off all of our mics. It's gone, yep. Fuck.
So it's one of our mics?
Hang on.
Those probably says perfect fixed. But can you guys hear
It sounded like just number one.
Are we okay?
It sounded like just mine. Okay, so I turned on 2, 3, and 4 and see if that still is gone, because that might be mine then if that's the case.
They're saying good. Okay, so now we're too low.
You guys are now low. Well, you guys shouldn't be. Let's see.
Can you hear Marcia and I fine enough?
Well, because we shut it off, that's why we were low.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be back on now.
Okay.
Should be chana chana. That's all I got.
I'm still hearing the
So am I.
Yeah.
You can hear. The crackle is gone. Yeah, okay, so I guess it was just my number one mic here. But you guys should still be able to hear me through the main Zoom here, so I should be okay. Crackle is gone after turning on the mics. Okay. Yeah, no, it sounds like it should be fine now. It sounds like it was port number 1 here, so.
Alright. I should have my drink closed.
Do we want to take a little fun? We're an hour 45 into it, so.
Are we 2 hours? Goddamn.
Let's take a quick break. Give me a second to plan for your shenanigans.
Okay.
Or your possible shenanigans.
Okay.
It's gonna get goofy.
I know,
you guys are left field every time.
We need a lead.
Alright.
Okay, so yeah, we'll take like a 5-minute break, you guys, and then we'll be back. So we'll just keep it rolling for now.
Well,
it's
5:50 right now. Do you want to just come back evenly at 6?
Yeah, we'll come back at 6.
Okay.
So we'll just take a little 10.
Alright, guys, 10-minute break. We'll come back at 6 o'clock.
Be loud, Cecil. You're a little low, but it's manageable. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Someone's asking you to be loud, Cecil?
Turn that up.
I know, right?
You are loud.
I feel like we're just gonna leave an empty table for 10 minutes. I hate that idea.
Do we have
I don't know if I need a full
do we have anything to run?
No.
I mean, should we reconvene in waves then? Some of these.
Yeah. Why don't we do that? All right, you guys go and
we'll take 5.
Just take 5, and then we'll come and take 5.
I just needed another.
Yeah, no worries. All right, guys. So we're here. I'm hoping y'all are enjoying the D&D. That's why these games are like 4 or 5 hour sessions at a time. Because you can take the time in the thing. What we need to do. Empty table brings the viewers. Yeah. So let me ask you guys. Anyone that's watching right now, please comment. Would you prefer us to continue to do them live or film them and then edit them? So ideally we can control the sound issues in post and have backups, but and that way we can set up multiple cameras. We could have at least 3 cameras, 1 wide and then 1 on each pair on the other side of the table.
I mean, it would streamline the storytelling a little bit, I think, but I mean, once again, that's a lot of work in post.
Such a lot of work in post. Yeah, I wouldn't really want to cut parts out and stuff. I would just cut to different camera angles. So. But what would you guys prefer? Would you prefer to see us do it live like this, or have it pre-recorded and chopped together so you don't have to deal with breaks and things like that. I'm curious to know y'all's thoughts. Let us know in the comments below. This has been good though. It's
been cool. I mean, it's been a little less action centric than I was hoping for. You know, it's very much like awesomely Mahalo is developing his like little subplot of all of these other things that is going on. He's like expanding that like spider's web of sorts, you know, which I find intriguing. But you know, I don't know. There's a lot left to figure out, which is where between like one quest and then between the stuff with the old woman and between
it's tough for him.
Secret sect of a group.
It's tough for him because the pacing is controlled by us, right? Yeah. So like whatever we decide to do is what he has to roll with.
Yeah, with those punches, so to speak.
The interaction is fun, says Movie Mike. I enjoy the live stuff. Yeah. The raw video is preferred to me. You get to see the silliness and off-the-cuff jokes. But there is a reason to bundle up the story bits and re-air them as episodes. Oh, geez, that's even more work, Andrew. Especially for something like this, says Movie Mike. Yeah, the problem is...
Being a monthly thing.
I don't know, we just don't... And not many people like to watch this live. Like, we have up to maybe 10 people, and that's it, compared to the at least 20 to 30 we get with anything else, so...
I mean, we had decent viewership in the long run on the first one, but... I mean, as far as like actually tuning in on a Sunday when everything was going on, we have a kitty that is saying hello.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. So no, it's been interesting getting acclimated at least a little bit further about all of this, and I mean, I want to roll dice and have some fights going down, and since we are still yet to get there in this particular episode, I'm anxiously awaiting.
Well, there can't necessarily be a huge fight every episode.
I know.
Jeez.
Now, so you just got done playing the Elden Rings, right?
I did. I finally beat Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, I'm an idiot. Yeah,
I had 117 hours total and level 180. Yeah, it was a lot of time. That's why it's nice to be done with it.
For a break, right?
Oh, very much ready for a break from games. I still haven't played my Horizon Forbidden West, so I got to play that. The new Kirby game came out. The first 3D Kirby game came out, so I'm tempted to get that, but I don't know. I just need to take time because honestly, I need to focus back on DNN because we might be getting that going again very soon.
Yeah.
Once Never Hike Alone 2 is all done. So
yeah, I saw people in the comments, man. I mean, even just on one of our videos the other day, they're like, "What's up with DNN?"
Yep, still.
But I mean, dude has a kick-ass script and a lot of very exciting stuff that we are finally apparently on the cusp on, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So it's just been one hiccup after another as far as circumstantial sort of stuff. So. Now, so is this still?
Computer?
Is it still?
It's the computer hissing that we're hearing, so they're gonna hear that on mic. But
that's what it is. Is it still our buddies who did the D&D score?
I just keep it live, says Ghost Pirate Entertainment. I want to evolve it, Kanan. I want to evolve it. So I would love to be able to, like Critical Role, present camera angles for at least, a close-up of them and a close-up of Fuego and I, and then a close-up of Mahalo too. Like, I'd love to be able to provide that. The live is fun, but man, the viewership, I don't know, man. I just don't. Is it much of an episode where people can just jump in and jump out? I don't know if it feels that way or not. Let's see, Movie Mike. Yeah, but that's a ton of editing time. You're right. Yeah. You're right. I even said if we're going to start recording it, we need to shoot 2 weeks before we want to air it, so I have 2 weeks to get it edited. Because yeah, you're right. It's no joke. Have you guys ever streamed a horror-themed board game session? Like, yeah, we did Dysonstein. And with that one, no, that we presented edited as well. I think.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, but we did a board game a board game presentation of Dysonstein where we had numerous camera angles and we had a top-down camera on the actual board itself.
Oh yeah, where we had like the above, like look-down viewpoint. Yeah.
We also did Rick and Morty Operation, and then Rick and Morty Monopoly.
That was. Okay, now I remember the Monopoly. I don't think I was a part of the other one.
Yeah, we did Operation as well.
That was you and Mercer, right?
It might have been, yeah. But yeah, we've done board games before, but we usually present them edited.
Yeah.
So, All right, you guys gonna take over for a second?
Si, senor.
All right. So we were just talking about, just talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'm gonna try and get some TV stands so that way we can put the TV stand, because I think they can maybe hear the hissing of the computer in there, but it's not bad.
Oh yeah, this thing does hiss pretty big.
But it's okay. It's all right. So all right, we'll be back in just a minute.
Cool. Nice.
Enjoy
My
your
son's
break.
got it done again. Oh boy, love it.
Hey, dude, #1 team.
Yeah.
Go Arizona.
Is it still basketball season? Like,
Totally is. Yeah.
I thought
Playoffs
that-
playoffs start in a couple weeks.
I thought I finished already. Like,
I still have March Madness is going down right now, so call it basketball.
got it.
So guys, thank you very much for giving us the time of day to watch a stream. I know you don't know me very much, but that's okay. I don't want you to.
All right. So, what will we take the moment? Let's talk about educate a little bit, for those that don't really know a lot about Dungeons and Dragons. So, here I am. We're using our stats. So, if I'm going along, I know I have a dagger now. Like that, got that updated.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got a staff.
And you guys can all follow along on D&D Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
We can go ahead and set up a link after the thing where you guys can go and check out their characters, look at their classes, look at their stats.
My backstory I worked really hard on.
Yeah, that. I usually, when you get a backstory, it's like in a paragraph or two. She gave me a novel, so I got a lot to work with.
But yeah, so I upgraded. So I went through and actually looked at the different weapons I can use, and I added a couple things that I think are fun. So with the staff, I'm now able to use a shillelagh cantrip.
That's your cantrip. So cantrips are special spells. They're not like Fireball, where Fireball you can cast it once per your level.
Mm-hmm.
Cantrips are like things like produce flame. I can make a bonfire. Boom. No problem. Anytime, any day. That's magic you can do at any point, any day, without having to waste a spell slot. And a lot of people look at cantrips like, oh, it's just simple things. But if you produce water over someone's face, that could be deadly. Or you know what I mean? Or if you were to produce a flame over their clothes and they've just been hit with oil, that's deadly. I mean, that's the nice thing about Dungeons and Dragons is it's your world, essentially. You do whatever you want. If the person was right there in front of you and you had your character's skills, what would you like to do? And then you just let the dice decide, really. It's intimidating because the options are almost limitless. And we're so used to video games where you can jump or you can't jump. Or you can go one direction or go another direction. And that's it. The world of Dungeons and Dragons is just a living, breathing entity where you develop the world.
Right.
I make the skeleton and you guys flesh it out with the bones and all the weird child sacrifices.
No, it's fun because you can start using your creative juices and kind of think about okay, how can I evolve in this situation and how can I get it to the next level? And I gotta get better at saying yes to the situation because I think I missed a couple opportunities to move forward.
But those breed other opportunities, other things that come up. So you can get used to saying yes to everything, but that might not always lead you to the best situation.
Right.
That could just lead you to a trap.
Well, hi, everybody.
Hey, he's back.
There he is.
He's back.
Come over here.
And I think as we evolve with this, what we'll probably do is he wanted to do more cameras so that we had one on the battle board.
Yeah.
And I do make a lot of my own props for the game as well. Paint miniatures. I occasionally will buy one if I'm lazy. But for the most part, I paint and create most of my props for everything. Hot glue and foam, baby.
Goddamn, it's gonna be a little bit of paint.
That's really cool,
Use
though.
weathering.
These are really nice.
Gracie ass.
And then you built these, you said, too?
Mhm.
That's so cool.
Magnetized. I wasn't smart. I didn't put hot glue on the outside, so when they magnets it together, sometimes they pull the magnets out. Yeah, dude, I really enjoy doing D&D. I think this is hella fun. I enjoy doing the pretend, and any chance I get to do all these different voices and play different people. Absolutely. I love it.
Well, you're fantastic at it.
Thank you.
This is actually a treat for me, so I like it a lot.
Did you see your Blade of the Banderhob in your inventory, my friend?
I did.
So you can use that now.
In case you guys weren't privy to that last time.
Because that's that poison blade and shit.
Yeah, did you equip
He had thrown a blade into the Banderhob, and Emmer had dug it deep, and it had stayed in the Banderhob. And the blade itself took on the properties of the Banderhob's poison ichor. granting our bugbear buddy here the blade of the
Oh,
Banderhawk. Our bugbear buddy has a blade of a Banderhawk. That's a lot of bug.
Yeah. That is a lot of bug. I'm excited though. I'm excited. I like that you're leading us to the show because I'm interested to see what happens at the show.
Mhm.
But I also want to see I also want to go out into the woods and see what we're doing there.
All the fun
and
stuff happens in the woods.
You know.
Well, see, like you guys did a lot on the last game, and even the last game was like we hadn't even gotten to the best parts yet, and we were not yet at what I would call the best parts. I am very excited to get to those.
I'm excited too. Let's see what I'm full of.
I got my players some dice roller kits so that they can keep track of their dice and not roll them into everybody. Our team here had chosen their own colors: red, blue, purple, and black. I imagine matching their souls.
That's right.
No, that's the color of the dice.
Oh, fair enough.
I think I stole his. I did better in this roll.
No.
Like, I
Oh no,
switched
Cecil
today.
has the other two from that. Yeah.
You guys are doomed because you're using the Dungeon Master's dice. This has all my juju on it. All my jujus. You guys just need your
Hi,
own
Mr.
dice.
Thorne.
I know. I need
Meow.
to order
Meow,
some.
meow.
I was like, oh, I'll just use this
Brothers.
in here.
Doesn't your husband do D&D?
Yeah, but he does online.
Hmm.
So he has a group of friends.
You have Cecil's lighter. Oh, I look down at the chat and all I see is, "Bring me my fucking lighter!"
That's hilarious.
Talking to man. I have a whole bowl at home with lighters I've never purchased.
Oh fuck, that's so great.
That is funny.
That's funny.
You might need a few more minutes.
Oh shit.
But yeah, so Pete does it.
You talk about nobody checks chat, Mercer. I always have the chat up every
we're
live
reading
stream.
it right now.
Like, I'm always the one that lives between myself and
Mercer,
Cecil.
that's why we got you, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Where are you?
Yeah,
Are you
you
there,
could be
there,
our
there?
monitor, and you could
could be here.
camera controlling once we have more setup.
Yeah. Serious.
Camera
I'm
two,
looking at
camera
your-
one.
Camera one, camera two, one, camera two.
I think there's only one camera, right?
Well, yeah, but never mind. You know the airplane joke? Right over your head.
Alright, so we're all together in the market
Yes.
talking to the brother minister guy.
Yes.
And got
Well,
more
we
info.
literally, well, technically,
Phineas.
we had just gotten done talking with him, I believe.
Yeah, so
So now we are,
finishing.
now we're technically, we are, I believe, making
Wait,
our way towards the woods.
Yeah, no, we have to
Or-
go to
or-
the show first.
Yeah,
So-
Oh yeah, it was a show. Yeah, because technically it's what, 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it's about 5. No, it's 4:30, so almost 5. So you
Okay.
guys have about an hour and a half before the show starts.
Okay. Well, how far away is the?
Mag is about an hour away, and that's about where.
How far away is the show?
The show? Oh, the show is
It's
in town.
just
It's-
outside of town, or
yeah,
is it in town?
So you got the farm area where, rest in peace, Jonathan and Thomas, where they had, and then a little bit outside of that, adjacent to that, is the Carnival Big Top. It's it's maybe like a 30-minute walk outside of the town.
Oh, okay. So then technically we'd
In
still
fact,
have.
most of the carnies, I don't know if we could say that, yeah, carnies.
Yeah,
Most of the carnies,
why not?
They don't actually stay in town either. They stay in their big tents. for the most
Okay.
part. They're pretty technical.
Yeah. This would be something we could do.
There's plenty.
There's lots of people to talk to. I don't know. I threw it out there to talk to people and investigate, but
Do you want to?
nobody really wanted to talk.
I almost have thinking we should send out and go haggle for some money.
I could play some games. Set up a chess set, get a couple of pints.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll have to do all that once everyone is in like pause right now.
I know. We're pre-planning. They're watching, I'm sure.
Well, I got you set up for when that's already rolled for that when that happens.
Cecil says you're right, Marcia. We'll be right there. I don't know what they're. Maybe we're for.
I mean, of course I'm right.
I don't know what you're talking about, but of course I'm right.
Write that down.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, we should slap that on a horror show shirt. Of course I'm right. Oh, it's Marcia's face.
Like,
and then you have a horror show in the
it
back.
Doesn't matter.
It's all black and white, the silhouette.
It doesn't matter what he's talking about. What we're talking about, you're right. I mean, the statement is true.
Oh, fuck.
I like it a lot.
Right.
Have any of you ever played D&D before?
This is my first time.
I was talking to the people, Marcia.
Oh. Well, it's still my first time.
Woo!
Yeah, Mercer, that would be a funny quote. I'd kind of refine it, maybe make it a little more catchy. It's something about drinking at the tit.
Tea time at the tit.
Yep.
I gotta just choose better.
And just have a bugbear with a tankard in his hand. It's tea time at the tit.
Kid killers.
Yeah, you got the bugbear just he's like Dio in the front just getting it. You got the fucking Dragonborn dude in the back just
you got the 34 AD Kid Killer Tavern tour. Coming to a village near you.
We're like almost like Scooby Doo, but the metal version of it. Like,
that'd be great.
Oh well, we need to get you guys like a wagon with the name Mystery Machine on the fucking side of it.
All right.
The fuckery machine.
The mystic machine.
Pressure like a dick, and it won't let go. Give him the dick twist.
You say like a D-I-C-K?
Yep,
okay.
He was talking wieners.
Pressure like a dick, and it's ready to blow.
Whoa! I like how you just like had to clarify. Like, hold on, let me. Which way are you going?
Out there.
Okay.
Who had a towel? Wait.
And it's funny as he comes in, he goes, "What, Raggy?"
Who needs a towel?
No,
I ain't got one.
No towel needed.
Okay.
Hey, if Hitchhiker's Guide taught me anything,
I need someone
always
to
bring a towel
in case lady and family get home.
Oh. Yeah.
Everyone all boozed up again?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Good. Me too. Fuego was lamenting the action, and I'm like, bro, it's pacing. We gotta set up story before we can get to the action.
No,
I know, I'm just fucking around.
All right.
Just itching to tell everybody your story, man.
We're about to get to that.
So it's
about
roll some dice and fight, man. Like that's what
it's about an hour and a half away from the show time.
I got you.
That would be such a funny trait if, like, he can't help but tell his backstory while he fights. I was born a young witch.
Harry, goblins touched me.
Sodomy! I tell you, sodomy!
You feel that? Not as bad as a goblin dick.
I don't think I'm ever gonna live it down to this particular point.
No. You gotta own it.
Did you know they have prawns?
You just own it.
I call my sword Violator, you'll find out.
That's a dope name for a sword, just saying. That's a villain sword. It's got its own dang prologue and everything.
Oh my god.
And motivation.
So we have about an hour away till the carnival starting time. They decided that they were going to start setting up a chess set outside of the market, see who they can grift.
Okay.
You have about an hour before you got to report back to the ringmaster.
Because we are done with that interaction with the
Phineas,
right?
Phineas is all done.
Okay. So I want to make sure on that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, basically her and I are just finding somewhere to post up to make some coin.
Yeah, you guys find a nice spot out in the plaza area where the fountain is at. You set up a little table. Well, you take a table.
Yeah, sounds about right.
You take a table, you set it up. She sets up the chess set, and you sit behind her, and she begins calling out to people to come challenge her. And within 5 minutes, some poor schlub's coming up and challenge her, and the game begins. You guys are going to get coin, but we'll get to that here after a bit. What would you two like to do?
Yeah, therein lies the question. Feels like it's a killing time.
Yeah, I don't really know.
If you guys want to just jump, we can just jump. If you don't have anything else you want to do, we can just jump.
No, I'm down to jump to the,
You ready to jump?
I gotta go get my stuff.
Alright. So, you guys are going to come away with about 300 gold. You are grifting people left and right. And due to the amount of people that are coming to the town, all the snowbirds, as we call them here in Arizona, you're grifting them. Because they have more money than the people in the town have. This is the one time a year that people in the town can actually make money. And people are spending it in. It gets to the time, and you guys meet up, and you're already there with the ringmaster preparing. You guys meet up, and you start heading out to the town. On your end, the ringmaster comes to you.
Well, Relar, I don't believe I was able to break the Bander Hub. So I think we'll have to have Monty finish it off tonight.
I'm sorry, you want to have Monty eat the Banderhoff, or you want to have them like fight as the main spectacle?
Oh, they'll fight. They'll fight. That Bander Hub's in no shape. Monty will take that thing down really fast.
Trying to think if there's a downside to this. I mean, no.
There isn't. Monty eats, the crowd gets joy, and you don't lose another assistant.
Oh.
Well,
he is poisonous.
Well, so? I mean, there's lots of poisonous things out there. Hell, that strange apothecary dude we met earlier probably has all kinds of weird poisons that he probably uses on himself for just weird erotic experimentation, let's be honest.
He can seem relatively flamboyant, and I appreciate that.
I mean, you know, the kind of guy that would rub a little poison on his ding-dong to see how long it would take for it to regain its ability to function.
6 months.
So I'm not wrong.
So the ringmaster, that's his plan. He's going to stick to it, and he's pretty much.
So all I need you to do is, after the last act, in the final act, I just need you to bring out Monty, and I'll bring out the Bander Hub, and then from there you can exit, and I will monitor the battle in the inside.
So, you know, you wouldn't have had this battle had I not brought you the Bander Hub, and
it's true.
Let me tell you this. There's apparently many of those things out in the forest.
Is there?
That's what a little birdie in the shape of many, many snakes on a head told us.
That sounds like an interesting creature to take home, too.
Well, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I intentionally left it kind of vague, kind of not. But yeah, no, there's a lot of interesting things out there. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I've seen so much out there collecting creatures for your menagerie that I just forget to tell you about some of the weird things sometimes.
I love it, Rylan. Yeah. All right, let's get the show set up. We have people coming in. Let's get to our spots.
As you guys approach the main tent, there's Big Braun out there.
Hey. You guys helped bring in that Bander Hub, right? Robert told me that you guys are going to be sitting and watching the show. Come on in.
So he's going to lead you to your seats. And you guys are going to get really nice seats. Right about here. So you'll be able to see the entirety of the show.
I didn't even realize what it was.
A great vantage point, yeah.
So you guys will be up there. And think of it, it's not really a booth. It's a makeshift carnival. You know what I mean? The tiers are small. You're not far up. It's mostly dirt. It's pretty neat. The ringmaster in the middle is large. There is a cage in the center that you can see hanging over the top as if it would be dropped down. As we get to the start, all the lights go out. And as the lights go out, a single light appears in front of the stage.
Turn the volume up on this music. Okay.
Single light appears in front of the stage. And poof, smoke.
Ladies and gentlemen, ghouls and girls, welcome to the show. It costs you 10 gold to get in. It'll be your soul to go home. Tonight I bring to you a menagerie like you've never seen. Treats from the east, vicious from the west, and fire breathers directly from my breast. Let the carnival begin.
It's at that time the animals start coming out and rolling around, and they're not the big animals. These are like, you know, the donkeys, the horses. There's fire breathers coming out, breathing. It's like parading the show before it happens. The lights come up, and there's clowns walking around, going in between the crowds. Everyone's having a good time. And the ringmaster goes, "Let the show begin!" And he poofs out of there.
You guys sit down, take your seats. You leave them because you know you have to go get set up with Monty.
Okay.
So we'll go through the acts here.
As he falls down the stairs. He trips on his cape. Like a deer.
The first act is the fire breathers. They come out there and they're actually dressed like Rolo. So they have gold, what looks like gold scale suits over them and horns that they've plastered on their heads. And they're doing fire breathing tricks, fire eating, and people are, ooh, ah, whoa, losing their minds. And you guys are like, okay, this is okay. The second act comes out.
Wait, before you do, I shout to the ringmaster, you know I still find those outfits offensive, right?
Yes, and that's why I keep doing it.
Son of a bitch.
I thought the representation was important.
The second act is the strongman act. A dwarf comes out, short guy. There's a big, giant crate of looks like just concrete just sitting there. He comes out, oils himself up, looks like he's a little dwarf. So like the strong men when they oil themselves out, same thing, but the dwarf is hairy, so it's gross. He lifts the brick over his head and he pulls it apart, and people are like, "Whoa! Yay! Yay! Yay!" The third act comes out, and it's the trapeze artists. They're coming over the top, and they are doing tricks. By this time, you guys are drinking. You're like, "Yes, this is awesome! Oh, he almost fell! Whoa, amazing!" Now we get to the lights go dark again, ladies and gentlemen.
Hence the change of music.
I bring to you. This is Midnight Sun.
Nice.
Yeah. Midnight Syndicate. I bring to you my favorite child, Monty the Manticore. Lights come out, and Rolo comes out with Monty in chain and begins to walk him towards the center. Monty, you guys have seen him, and now he is glistening and shaking. The Manticore almost seems to relish in the cheers and the admirations. They've seen Monty before. He's not new to them. They're excited. People are listening, and Monty lets out a large roar. Roar! And the people are like, "Wah!" And you have him proud like a proud papa, Shane, just parading your animal around the ring. Then the professor goes, "Normally, we would have a menagerie, but tonight, I gave a special arrangement. A beast who has caused many of you harm shall be put to rest by our Monty. Bring out the Banderhob!" Now the Banderhob comes out from the other side with Big Braun in tow. And Big Braun's dragging the Banderhob, and the Banderhob is limping. And as soon as he gets to the ring, you feel a tug on Monty. Monty is ready to go. He's ready to fight this thing, and you're just pulling him back, and the Banderhob is just kind of like, doesn't want to fight. And at that time, the cage begins to lower. It's like a WWE event, right?
Yeah.
Drums are going crazy, people are going nuts, and it's coming down. And as it comes down, boom! You let go of the chain and exit with the professor, who locks the door.
Go
ahead.
Can I give a speech? Because I think what I've determined is I want to take over this menagerie. I think I've determined I want to eventually supplant the ringmaster himself.
Okay.
And then also I'm here with Alec and with Mystic, right? And so we're witnessing this, and yet he's just at, like,
we're just
so he's in the ring. The three of you are up watching all of this.
So I'm holding Monty back, and the Banderhop is still sitting, kind of staggering across the thing, and I say, "Hear me, people of Briarwood," right?
Yeah.
"Hear me, people of Briarwood. This creature might not be the source of all of your wooden children. However, if any of your children simply disappeared without a trace, you can be assured that Banderhop was the reason for it. So, I urge you in this fight to not worry or concern yourselves with the evil monster across the way, but nay, cheer on Monty the Manticore as he devours the creature that took some of your children."
Monty roars in anticipation of the end of your speech. Oh, people go nuts. Ah! And the Banderhob recoils against the cage.
They had a lot
And
of
then
problems with kids snatching around here.
So what I do, because I know I'm strong enough, I lift up the cage enough to get underneath it, and then I let it drop behind me as I leave the two creatures inside.
As you come out, the ringmaster looks at you and goes, Awesome. Great job.
I didn't
Wonderful.
do it for you.
Doesn't matter. It was wonderful. It's about the show. Let the fight begin! And they go into fight. As you guys are watching, it's not as one-sided as you're expecting. The Vanderhob is very mobile. And Monty is also very mobile, but because it's a cage, he can't really use his wings the way he would normally use his wings. So he's bounding across the state. Basically, they're motorbiking around the cage, trying to get a hold of each other and fight. It's at that point in time, you guys hear a scream from the back row on the other side. It's more like a woman screaming.
I was trying to be feminine with these screams.
As you guys look across, you see creatures.
Chesterfields.
And goblins.
Oh, wow.
Attacking people in the stands over there.
Damn.
Oh, and goblins, you say, eh?
Sick,
I
yo.
did say that.
You're gonna have some like PTSD flashbacks that freeze up on us.
It's gonna be like some vengeful shit, probably.
Oh no. That's dope. Violence breaks out at the thing. Hell yeah. Cool. I was not expecting that actually.
So we have.
Here, I was initially wanting.
Oh, God.
That
worked out great.
That worked.
See, here initially I was wanting to protest even like these two going into battle in general, but I remained silent. So
Some of them are goblins. One of them is a large beast, and one is almost like a humanoid. And he's wearing a cloak.
the same one we saw earlier. Obviously,
Looks very much like that same kind of cloak.
Interesting.
Alright.
Damn, that's a grip of them.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, so there's beasts too attacking?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
So we got a wolf and then a horse dog thing.
So then, were they in the crowd and they're just like suddenly revealing themselves, sort of situation?
Nope, they're attacking from outside of the tent. As you hear that one scream, you hear a butt ton of like commotion outside of where the tent is behind you guys. This is an attack on the town. You can hear people screaming, and if there's this many inside of the tent,
yeah, you can only imagine outside.
All right, so I need everybody to roll for initiative.
All right.
Oh, do you need
What do we do, a 20?
20, and add your initiative from your
Yes.
D&D Beyond.
And add initiative, you said?
Mm-hmm.
So 15 plus.
I'm gonna throw the ringmaster next to you.
It was almost 20 and I rolled over to 8. So,
6.
Plus 6, so 14 on 9.
So 14 for Fuegs.
6 plus what? Initiative?
Yep.
I got 17 total.
15 raw line.
I'm gonna try and turn my mic back on,
Oh,
guys, and see what happens.
You said you got 17 Roller?
Oh, 1.
10 plus 4, so 14 for me.
So you and Emmers will go at the same time.
Check.
Oh, 7 total.
So Emmer and Alec will go at the same time because you both rolled a 14.
Okay.
And then looks like we'll start off with the ringmaster, then Ralar. We'll go Alec, Emmer, bad guys, and then
Me last.
Alright.
Question
Give
is,
me
what are you
that
going to do with your
back.
prized beast in the
Cool.
cage?
Yeah. There's no issue, so you can hear me
I
again.
said I'll buy my own set of die.
Oh, no, there it is. Okay. Off it goes.
Alright.
Alright, so mic number 1, there's an issue there. I don't know whether it's the Zoom or my mic. Probably not the Zoom.
There's something in the wiring there.
Yep, I took it off. Alright. Yep,
Alright.
as soon as I turn it off, it goes away.
First person
Okay.
with the move would be Ralar. You have action, bonus action, movement. The cage is down there, it's locked, and the bad guys are on the other side of the cage. They're actually moving towards the cage itself. Meanwhile, Monty and Vanderhob are battling on the inside.
Okay, so what I'd like to do is rather oh, I love it. Rather than run around the cage, I'm going to clamber over it. I'm going to grab one thing and hoist myself up and try and just get on top of it so I can get a high vantage point. And I'm going to use my action surge. So I'm going to use 2 moves at once. So for my second move, I'm going to jump off the cage and come down with my warhammer and bring it down right here and try and take out as many of these dudes as I can with one strike.
So you're probably only going to be able to hit one with the strike.
But
even if I aim for like the ground in the middle of a few.
If you hit the ground, it's not going to do like AOE. You may cause them.
AOE.
Yeah, you may. It's not like it's a magical attack. You may cause them to like tremor and like.
So then,
drop.
instead of bringing it straight down, I'm gonna jump down and swing it this way, so I can try and like golf ball one into another one.
Okay, yeah. So first thing, roll for the climb.
Okay.
And then roll for the attack.
D20 both.
Yes, sir.
Okay. First one is okay, that's a 1. So I'm gonna fail my climb. I'm gonna slip and fall on my ass.
So you see this, and you pull out your warhammer, right, and you begin to run up there and grab. And as you grab, you miscalculate the weight of the warhammer, and the warhammer pulls you back down. So you drop back down, and you just never got the chance to climb back over.
Okay.
So you
do I still get my second action then to try?
Yeah, you still have a
something else?
section. You technically didn't move more than 30 feet, so you still have a movement.
But I can save that too, right? Because if I use
Yeah.
my extra action now, I can't have a 2-turn turn.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of lower my head in embarrassment and wait for my next turn.
All right. It's going to be the ringmaster. The ringmaster sees this, and he does this, and he teleports to the other side of where they're at, right there, and that's his turn.
It's real easy if you teleport, huh, boss?
He just looks back. He's actually on right closer to where everybody's at on that side.
So right here?
No, on the other side. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the end of his turn. So that would bring it back up to you two. You guys is your turn. You can go together. You can tandem attack, whatever you want to do. But you guys are doing something at the same time. You roll the same initiative.
Okay.
It was about the same. Like,
so
we're
I'm
way
like
the hell
on
back
the
here.
cage.
Each
compared
square
to
is
all
5
of
feet,
that.
just so you know.
Yeah. And then what was my move speed?
Can we open up the cage?
Are the creatures still fighting, or have they taken notice?
I
of
was
the
wondering
attack?
about that too, actually.
The creatures. The two creatures in the cage are focused on each other.
Okay, they're still fighting.
They're fighting to the death.
Gotcha.
Okay, so they are enclosed. They're not like playing any part.
But can we lift the cage?
Oh.
I mean, someone could. There is a crank.
That's thinking this.
There is a crank system. You would know where the crank system is at.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. So yell it, so I know it. I don't want to metagame.
Interesting.
We'll wait till her turn.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, basically, for my guy, what I'll do is I catch eye with whatever creature this is, the largest of them.
It's a bar guest.
The bar guest, yeah.
You actually know what these are because being a bugbear.
Okay.
Your clan and goblins actually. What's the word? They use these creatures because they're not animals or demons. They're their own thing, as like tanks for fighting. They are just beast dogs. They're basically giant wolves with a goblin face. They're vicious. They're mean, and they eat goblins. Actually, to tell you the truth. So you're very well aware what this is.
Okay. So basically, I make eye contact with that. I will basically jump over the crowd of what people remain in the stands.
Yeah, they're running. Everybody's
of the attack to clear onto the basically the arena in order to get over onto the other side where he is.
So you're gonna leap 30 feet.
Yes.
All right, count 30 feet. 5 squares.
So think how we want to.
That's 5 feet each.
Okay.
Each one of those.
So we're right, basically right here.
Yeah, so you'd be right on the outside of the cage. So as you run out, that's about as far as you can get to that cage. So you can see the ringmaster, the back of the ringmaster. As the goblins look at him and turn to him, you see the ringmaster pull out, looks like 2 short swords that he hangs from his hands, and he's twiddle them in his hand. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
Okay, so from there, it would basically.
Do you have any range stuff? Can you throw anything?
He threw a sword last time.
I know, yeah. No, honestly, because I'm still technically a little too far, even from that, for where he's at.
Just say over.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, honestly, I'll hold off for right now. We'll throw it over
Aggressive grunt.
Yeah.
Because I do have the short bow, and so I'm going to rush like you said, I can go 30 feet, right?
Si, senor.
To get as close to, like, all of these.
Yeah, I think your
enemies
short
as
bow has
possible.
80 feet reach.
Oh shit!
Okay, so should I even move them? I wonder.
You have a high position.
Yeah.
but
The
you
only
are
problem
behind
with
a
shooting
cage.
them, yeah, I was about to say, the only problem with
Shooting
shooting
them.
them is you're going to roll with disadvantage because there's a cage in front of you.
But if he's a badass, he can shoot in between those cage slats.
You better roll a good high roll.
Well, I mean, if the cage is here and I'm like moving
pressure.
over to the
Yeah,
side,
if you roll
right?
to the side, yeah.
which is what I'm-
So you
Can you land on top of
you
the
can't
cage?
see these guys right there. Not a clear shot.
Yeah, I would
but you
clamber
move
up
over
to
to the
the top
side.
of the cage, get the
you
high
can
ground.
you can get those guys right just by moving left.
If you get to the high ground though, you can get to any of those fuckers.
Yeah, so if you can jump onto the
If you
cage.
can jump onto the cage, I would try
Can
that.
Can I jump onto the cage?
You can attempt. He attempted.
Okay,
I mean, I'm a
but
good
it would
deal
be
bigger than you.
But I mean, it would be a roll, which might make it actually a little easier if I was trying to jump up there, right?
Yeah, jump up there
You know,
on
so
the cage
would that
and
be-
then
would
to
that
fire down.
be a roll situation
Yes.
to see if I actually can do it? Okay.
Yeah, because the
Oh.
cage is taller than anything
Yeah.
that you're sitting on.
Yeah, because initially I was thinking I wanted to fire from there, but it was like, well,
But he's a
I
tiefling.
can get closer,
You can
you
do it.
know, and so, okay. So I'm gonna try to jump on the top of the cage and like just, you know, fire away once.
So
I get
we'll
up there.
say you're rolling to jump to the side of the cage and then clamber to the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're not going to leap over on it.
Yeah, that's,
Oh
that's
no.
a good
Yeah,
distance.
well, yeah, jump up and you know climb my way to the height. Okay. 2.
Fuck.
So with my plus
Nobody's
6,
getting on that cage.
You look at the situation,
so with my
you
plus
think
6,
to yourself,
that's 8, right? Yeah.
Oh, 8?
So, well, I mean, 6 is added to the 2, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So
That'd be
still, that's not that good, right?
8 actually clears it. So you run and jump and you grab on, but you kind of pull back. Not enough to like let you clamber all the way to the top, but now you're on the side of the cage. On your next turn, you will be able to get up to the top.
Okay. So it's a process as opposed to being able to get up
Yeah,
there.
if you'd have rolled 2 more and gotten a 10, you'd made it to the top.
Oh, God. 2? Good lord. Anyway.
I'm trying to think.
To
Hang
represent
on.
the cage.
Maybe something like that, right?
Yeah, there we go.
Get out there.
Boom shotgun.
Cool.
Boom shakalaka.
Sorry.
All right.
I didn't mean to-
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Trying to think of good
Some sort
representation.
of representation.
And I was thinking about making a cage, but I ran out of time.
That's okay.
So that's pretty much it from right there. You really can't have an attack while you're trying to climb up.
Right.
So that brings us to the bad guy's turn.
Boy.
The first 4 that are in front of the professor, they're gonna go. Professor in front of the ringmaster, they're gonna go towards the ringmaster to attack.
Oh shit.
The first one's gonna take a swing at him with his sword. It's like me fighting me. He's gonna miss. The second one's gonna take a swing at him with his sword. It's gonna miss. The third one's gonna take a swing. It's gonna miss. That one hits. So you see
That's dope though. I'm picturing that in my head where he's like,
That's exactly. You
and
see
then
the
he gets caught by the 4th one.
You see the
rad.
the remaster pull it out, and it's almost like his demeanor changed. He's not this goofy guy. He's stiff. And the first one comes up to him with a sword, and he bing bing moves away. The next one comes up, bing bing. Third one comes up, he moves to the side, and the other one just right underneath him. You see a little bit of blood splatter come back, and he kind of steps back. And you hear the and that's those guys. These next guys are going to move up towards that and start killing people in the crowd.
Damn.
Viciousness.
The thing you locked eyes with, the bar guest, is going to bound down, and he's going to move 30 feet towards the ringmaster.
Pretty much right there.
Yeah. The remaining 2 guys up there, they're going to start making their way towards the. You can move that weird hawk. The rest of the things up there, they're going to make their way towards down the crowd and start killing as well. So you guys are just seeing people trying to leave, and they're just fish in a barrel.
Bloodshed.
Jesus Christ.
And all of you roll perception check really quick for me as you're seeing these creatures.
Which one is?
Yeah, D20.
14.
11.
14
no,
plus
wait,
6, so
13.
20.
13. Wait, plus
14.
what?
Oh, plus perception.
Perception?
Yeah, add your perception to it. Anybody over 10?
Plus 18.
I'm 13. But wait,
I'm
I
nowhere near.
haven't added perception. Plus 2, so 15.
All right.
So 18
So
total.
everybody over 10, you see on the armor and the weaponry and the stuff that's on these people, they're in hands.
Damn. Okay. The red wolves.
You also notice they're not killing kids.
Wait. Oh.
Man.
They're just killing the adults. In fact,
That's so weird. Why would they do that?
kids that you do see are being grabbed and take it.
Oh, they're trying to replace their lost children and kill the parents.
We don't know that.
All right, so who is first up of us? And this is
Mystic's turn.
My turn.
Yep.
So, am I able to get my flame blade and yell out to Rolo to open the cage?
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. So it's just like you use an action to equip. Talking is, I'm not going to call that an action because you're talking to your teammate. You're yelling at your teammate.
Okay.
And then you still have your move and your regular action.
Okay. So can I take? So I have to wait for him to actually open the cage before I can.
Yeah, so he would have to get to the crank.
Okay.
And he would know where it's at.
Okay.
Not that you know that, but he would know where it's at.
Okay. I'm gonna yell out. Okay, first I'm gonna pull out my flaming blade and I'm gonna yell out, "Free the Mantor!" And then I'm going to dash into the fight.
All right, 30 feet, whichever way you want to go. You can go left or right.
I'm gonna go straight toward the Mantor
Is this
because
you?
my goal is
That's actually Fuego. She's on top of the thing.
So we gotta
we
switch
just
it.
got
Oh, my
So
bad.
I want my goal is I want to be on the Mantor when you freeze it.
Manticore.
Manticore, yeah.
You want to be on top of it?
Yeah, that's my goal.
You think it's going to let you ride? You know what? No,
I'm gonna ride the
Yeah,
Manticore
just fucking let it happen.
with my flaming sword.
We'll see
That's
what-
what I want.
You know you just got your health back, right?
Yeah.
You see out of the corner of your eye,
We're buds.
"Free the Manticore!" As she goes charging down.
I'm like, all right, I'll free it, but they don't like to be ridden. Just saying.
I'll do this.
Is there anything else you want to do with your turn right there?
Is there a way for me to? Because I have I'm a druid with animal talk.
Well, the Manticore isn't an animal.
Oh,
it's a mythical beast.
Right? It's a creature beast. So when it says talk to animals, you're talking about squirrels, bears, stuff that exists now.
I'm just
Fucking
gonna.
squirrel whisperer.
Yeah.
They can talk to trees too.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Ooh, we can.
I
We can
also
have you
plant
talk
a
about
tree,
talk to the oaks about what's going on out there.
So yeah, I'm running towards the Manticore.
There you
That's
go.
my action.
Good job.
So you're making your way down to the cage.
Yeah.
Awesome. That'll bring it back up to Rolo.
So where is the rope? Is it over here?
So the crank is actually behind here.
Behind here.
Yeah.
So okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna bound up the fucking steps here.
You can dash 60 and that'll pretty much.
Yeah,
that's
so
it.
I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna leap off. I'm gonna do this really cool. I'm gonna leap off and I'm gonna use. Hang on, I believe I have a sword of some kind.
You're gonna cut the.
Right. So I'm gonna, because it's all a pulley system.
Yeah,
of course, right? So
like in theater.
But I'm gonna have to use my own girth, right? So I'm gonna jump, I'm gonna grab, and I'm gonna cut right below me, and so my body weight is gonna yank down the rope to pull up the cage and free the beasts.
All right, Dragon Sparrow, roll athletics.
Fuck yeah, baby, let's do it.
I can't wait for this.
I know, God, if I
free the Manticore.
17.
Oh,
that fucking does it.
Yeah, baby.
Nice.
Perfectly, fucking.
Very nice.
Action movie status, dude. Boom. And because he's heavy, it's like a predator when a predator runs. Like the screen feels it. Boom, boom,
Yes. Yes.
Boom. The cage comes up. Boom. And as the cage comes up, both animals in the cage recognize it, and the Banderhob's going to start trying to bound up that way.
He's not gonna try and take any fools out on the way?
No, he's just trying to escape. He's still hurt.
But it's free food surrounding him.
He got stabbed, and then who knows whatever the ringmaster did to him.
I wanted someone to get a third of their body taken by like the kids, so I don't feel as bad.
Monty is not going to settle for this thing just run away, and he's actually going to attack it with quills.
Oh hell yeah, Monty's gonna go with quills? Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Monty, he doesn't have the stinger anymore, but he still has the quills along the side of his tail. And he sees this, lets out a roar, and boom, quills go wham right into the back of the Banderhob.
Are they like paralytic quills? Do they have poison?
6.
He is poisoned, but is it a counteracting poison?
No, it's like a porcupine quill.
Okay.
So it'll dig like
Just
but there's
hurts
just
like
no
shit.
poison.
Gotcha.
And they're thick. So they're not small quills. They're like, it's a manticore. It's a lion-sized fucking quill. It's ginormous. So it's like a spear. Going, then the Vanderhob hits it, and he's just trying to crawl his way up past these things. Monty lets out a scream, a roar in satisfaction. It's freaking awesome. The Banderhob is hurt. It is now. Is that the end? That's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
So it would bring you over to you two. Oh,
Okay.
sorry. It's actually the Ringmaster.
Oh, yeah.
The Ringmaster now being cut. He's going to take his sword. He's going to attack that first one in front of him.
Uh-huh.
The Ringmaster pulls his hand here and he drops his blade because the cut is pretty deep. You see that there's no sand this time. It's blood. There's no sand coming out of it. It's straight up blood. The Ringmaster steps back, has his one last sword, and he takes a swing at it, and the creature just blocks it. And the way it blocks it makes him drop his sword, and he kind of stumbles backwards. He's on his back now, kind of backing up. That would be it for the Ringmaster. He's the dude with the axe.
And look, I'm like just tall enough to kind of turn
So you
around
want to
and
move him?
see.
He's just on his back trying to back up.
So I turn around and I see what's
your
going
turn.
on across the battlefield. I can turn around and look
Roll a d20 to see if you can see clearly.
because I want to be able to have an emotional reaction if my boss gets got.
You were just talking shit.
I know, but I gotta act the part.
He's in the will.
Fucking one. God damn it.
See, you suck.
I don't see shit.
You don't see
Fuck
shit.
you, negative Nancy.
I calls it like I sees it.
All right, Emmer, Alec, what are you guys doing? Emmer, Alec. It's like if you guys fuse.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm most definitely trying to use my short bow to...
You climb to the top of the cage now?
Yeah, climb to the top of the cage. and
So
launch
I'm not going
it,
to say a
and
roll
sort
on
of
that because you
chaos is
already have the
undefeated.
grip. You already have the grip. It's just a matter of climbing up now.
Now,
And
so
you got that.
how many projectiles can I launch, like, in said situation?
Well, you have one arrow.
Okay.
You
that-
got a
so-
short
so,
one.
so one
Yeah,
per
you can
turn,
attack
obviously.
one turn. Yeah.
I mean, short bow, like, I didn't know if I could launch multiple shots or
Not
something
yet.
of that nature.
There are options for that later on when you level
We
up.
can upgrade you where you pull out like 3.
Yeah, there's even magical
Yeah,
stuff for
legless type
arrows.
shit.
But as of right now, you're just right now you guys are level
now.
3. You're basically like 3 levels higher than the average human, if that makes sense.
So I didn't even see that the Ringmaster was in jeopardy to yell out, "Save the Ringmaster," kind of thing?
No, because your main
Okay.
focus was turning
Fair.
around and running to get
Fair
them.
enough.
Everything's
Do we-
happening within 6 seconds of each turn.
Do we really want to save the Ringmaster? Because there's a part of me that with like that dire sort of.
I thought you wanted to
association-
know.
I thought, but see, that's the thing.
I'm
I would think you would
curious.
save him just to get that information.
Yeah, just to find it out as opposed to targeting him specifically.
Because almost at this point, you'd have a better advantage on.
Oh,
That'd be a good dramatic beat in the
Yeah.
movie where you you line up. You can either actually end him if you want, or end the dude about to get him. But you're
you
like,
see,
I
you
gotta
see that
know
all
what's
go down.
going on.
As you climb up to the top and you kind of peek over, start getting your footing, you see the Ringmaster, and he's parrying away, and he gets sliced across the middle, and you see him kind of recoil, and he tries to come back up. They knock it out of his hand, he falls back, and he's starting to move backwards now.
Yeah, because there was very obviously history.
You see that from the top.
between the both of us.
You see that from behind.
That's good drama.
Yeah.
This is happening out
Yeah,
loud.
yeah, and I'm just like, what do I do? You know, do I?
Just Tommy's up on the cage talking to him.
I'm over behind the bleachers. That's good drama.
He's on top. Can I get the camera to focus here?
Okay, so I most definitely look at him and I just contemplate the possibility, and then since I have to know, as you guys, reminded me about, I shift and I shoot Tommy over here instead.
Roll for it.
So,
Get it.
19.
Boom!
Nice! How do you want to do this?
Well, I'm at
Do a
this vantage
cartwheel
point.
while you do it.
How do you want to kill him? Essentially. So anytime I ask
On
you
the
guys-
cage.
It was the short. Well, it's
Cage
my
cartwheel.
That's
short
moving
bow,
up
like
now.
right through the forehead.
Right?
Like it is as masterfully shot as possible. It is like just piercing right through the cranium.
So wait,
and
is the
he
cage
is, like,
all the way up now? Because
Oh yeah, he's especially high because the cage is up.
Well, it's
That's right.
starting
Yeah.
to. So you just pulled it coming up, and
That's
he had just
right.
gotten to the
Yeah.
top. He releases his shot, and as he
launched.
releases his shot, the cage goes up.
Yeah, okay.
So you release your shot, you hold
So
it
is
over
it
the
gonna
you
mess
hold it
with
over
my
the
shot
ringmaster
then?
for a second, and then you turn and boom, and as
Yeah.
it goes,
Yeah, because I know.
Yeah.
because I know.
Nice.
I know some people are into like the through the heart or whatever. I'm talking like right through like the
Right through the
eye,
skull,
like,
baby.
right
Right.
through
Go
the-
fuck him!
drops him. Blood splatters over the
Solid.
ringmaster. You get raised higher in the air. You go about 10, 15 more feet in the air now.
Okay.
I'd say 10. You go 10 feet in the air.
That's dope though. Now you
Well, I
got
was about to
great
say
vantage
these are
point.
big creatures. Though.
Yeah,
You can,
they're
now
large.
you
So
can
it's
hit them
gonna
all
have
from
to
on
elevate
top instead
significantly.
of
Well, the cage itself already had like a diameter.
you're already on top of
about
it.
like
Yeah, like
15
when
feet.
like
Was
Hell
it a
in a
circular
Cell
cage or a
WWE
square
Like
cage?
it was a
Was it
dome cage.
Oh, it was
a
a
dome
dome.
cage.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
Thunderdome status.
Yeah, literally. When I said WWE Hell in a Cell, like literally almost the same thing,
Yeah.
just as a circle,
Gotcha.
half
Okay.
circle. And so that you still have options you can do. You still have movement and a bonus action you can do.
Although I couldn't shoot again, though, right?
No, you can't. You can't attack again.
You can just get off the cage.
As it's going up,
I
you
still
do a
think the
cool,
van-
like...
I mean, I still think the vantage point's significant, though, where I
Nobody
don't know
can
if I
hit you.
would- Yeah,
Could
where
his
I don't think I
movement
would want
be to like step to the edge of the cage and like drop an arrow with force?
I mean, he could throw an arrow down, but
That's
I
what
guess
I'm
that would
saying.
technically still be considered an attack. Cause he's,
Oh, really?
with
But
the
he's not using his...
Yeah, but the intention is to harm.
But what if he's just like, oops, and like doesn't look while he drops the
He
arrow?
could kill a regular person.
Fucking
He could
lawn-
kill a guy.
fucking lawn darts?
I'm just asking.
There are
I'm
still
just-
people running around.
I'm thinking
trying
out
to
loud.
escape.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe not risk it.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that maybe killing the one who is most closely approximated to the ringmaster.
I think you
I'm
just
like,
stand there
I
like-
saved you, ringmaster. How do I know you? And I scream
In the middle of the
at him.
fight.
Yeah! You just
Give me our backstory!
What is this, Dragon Ball Z?
You hear in your head,
Hey, man,
Get me the fuck out of here and we'll have a conversation.
I love it so hard.
Oh, this is
Great.
amazing.
Where do I know you? How do you know the name?
Yeah. Hey, that's how I'm
I'm
feeling.
so sorry.
That's fantastic.
but so you hear in your head,
Silliness.
you hear in your head,
Get me the fuck out of here and we'll have a conversation.
Oh, shit.
Ask
and
and
the DM
respond,
surprises
yeah.
again.
Acid. Oh, that's
Does that not throw you off? You're on top of the cage and he suddenly talks to you in your
Yeah.
brain?
Well, it's
No,
because of
he-
the fact that I'm proclaiming I saved him from somebody who was coming over to like end his life, and I'm like I could have ended yours.
I would
and
just.
yet I saved you.
I might lose
Why?
my footing.
How do I know you?
I might lose my footing if he answered in my brain, is all I know.
I love that he's having this conversation right now.
I love it.
Tell me now!
So the ringmaster tells you that in your head that if you get him out of here, you'll have a conversation.
Alright.
An image of the orb in your satchel.
Oh no, I'm
enters your mind.
screaming from the top of the cage.
Yeah, but he's telling you.
Yeah,
you
he's
met
Oh,
him.
that's right.
Right.
And I forgot that from the previous
Yeah.
session. Yeah.
So
yeah.
now
You
you're-
kind of glean that he's a little psychic.
So wait, does he still have the movement to like jump down and go to him to try and maybe pull him out of the battlefield?
He can jump down. I would just need you to roll acrobatics and possible fall damage because of how high up you are.
Okay. So which dice would I use for that then?
It's if you do want to jump down. That's up to you.
It's up to you.
I
I'm
still,
just
honestly
throwing it out.
don't want to because I feel like I'm at a very
Stay where
good
you are.
vantage
Fair enough,
point
yeah,
to,
stay where you are.
like,
Nobody
you
can
know.
touch you.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
The goblins can't get you.
I know.
That's actually very character.
Yeah.
Very character.
Yeah, very much. Like I can.
They
sa-
touched me.
I can savor that sanctity, you know, because of the fact
Your
that
name's
I feel like
Evgeny.
I could still
You're
smell
done.
it.
I feel like this ringmaster has some sort of affiliation with those goblins,
I love
and yet
this.
I'm not 100% certain why. Yeah. I'm still
Alright,
trying to
so
sniff it
it's
out.
the bad guy.
It's my turn.
That's Alex's
Oh, you
turn.
haven't gone yet.
Alice,
Okay.
yeah.
Alright, so from this point, I am still on the side of where the cage once was.
Okay,
Yeah, you see the
Legolas.
cage.
Yeah, I saw that. Mercer. I'm going to do a dash basically over to these four characters over here, basically squaring up with the what the hell is this thing called?
So you're gonna run past those
Mistfall.
goblins up to the bar guest?
Yes.
All right. So I just gotta let you know if you run past the goblins, they get an attack of opportunity. So they're gonna
They
get
get
a
to
chance.
swing at you
They
as
get to
you
swing
run
at
by.
you.
Why don't you take?
I might as well
run
take out-
through 'em.
yeah.
Run through them.
I could.
You could try to pull
Do
through
you
them.
have? What do you
Yeah.
have? Can you
So-
run through with like your big
All I have
weapon
is
in front
all
of you?
I
So
have.
if they swing at you, they're hitting the weapon.
If I had a shield, yes.
So he's more.
Okay.
So even though he's a bugbear, he's more like a hunter ranger. So
Okay.
he doesn't have like the typical big shield stuff. He's two swords. He's basically Aragorn.
So that's what I'm
if
saying, though.
Aragorn
Couldn't
was
he?
a bugbear.
Couldn't he invert both swords and run with them by his side? So if anyone, as he's running by, swings at him, they're just clipping the swords as he's going by.
I mean, we could try. The dice decide.
Fair enough. I'm just saying, it's an idea.
I'm thinking, okay, so basically as I dash up into the goblins, I draw out one of my short swords and I run past one of the goblins, gutting him.
Take a shot at him. You got to roll.
That's pretty sweet too.
Oh shit!
That's why he gave us the freaking dice thing.
That was a 20.
Yeah, put it in the dice thing. Nope.
No, roll it in
Roll
your
it, bitch.
8.
Ah,
Plus
damn,
your,
you fucked
plus
me on
your
the second
dexterity.
Damn, Flora, you fucked me.
It's 10. No,
Oh.
that's Ralar. Sorry, Your dex is +6.
+6.
Oh, nice. That's not bad, right?
Okay.
That's 14.
That's not bad.
How do you want to do this?
So
anytime I ask you guys how you want to do this, that means how do you want to kill the thing?
Because you can do it. You have the goal.
Basically, yeah, I'm going to take out one of those short swords as I run by, gutting from rib to rib.
So you dash past the ringmaster. He looks up at you as you just look back and wham! Right past that goblin. Entrails spill out as you stand imposing at the other two goblins, and they look up at you, unhindered in their cause to attack you.
Oh. So I am here.
You drop that first guy right there.
You are dead. You've been dead.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
At this point, no, because I've already done all my moves and everything. So.
All right. It is now the bad guy's turn. So those first two goblins in front of you, they're going to tag team attack you. The first one on your left is going to go for your legs. The other one next to him is going to go for your arms, your right arm, right arm, left leg. First one misses. What's your AC? Oh, second one misses. So they take a shot at your leg. You move your leg up just in time for them to move. Takes a shot at your arm. You move just out of the side, and now they're just looking at you. The bar guest, though, is going to push past them and move them out of the way and come up to you face to face.
Does it? I mean, I'm not trying to take over your story, but it would be really badass if it literally like slices one's face as it fucking gets by it. Like the Burgass wouldn't care, right?
It's like, oh, you know,
it doesn't give a shit. It's
I can roll for it.
It eats goblins. They literally eat goblins. 60%.
So I don't think it'd be ginger when it went by these guys.
So the bar guest comes by, and because they're on all fours, but think of them as like werewolves almost.
Mm-hmm.
He stands up and he kind of walks towards you, and now he's the same size as you. Same size as you. He walks towards you, the two goblins in front of him, and he goes like this. Boom! And they instantly become Goombas.
That's fucking sick.
And he squares up with you, and he takes his first swing at you. Plus, now these are not goblins. These are not minor characters.
Mm-hmm.
Just letting you know. Oh, he's gonna hit you with that first attack. And where's that at?
Did you check your other abilities? Do you have any special abilities?
Because
I have like a double attack and an extra something or other. So check your special.
He's gonna hit you for 6 damage with that first claw.
Okay, 6 damage.
And then I need you to roll a d20 because he's gonna try to grapple you.
Damn.
6 damage. Okay, so I'm at 29. Wait, what am I rolling? What?
A d20. We're gonna grapple against each other right now. He's gonna attempt to grapple you after slicing
You
at
want to wrestle?
You want to wrestle? Sal Bandini, want to wrestle?
He's not dead yet, Andrew.
Fuck! I rolled a 7.
You got a 9. Add your strength to it though.
14 plus 2.
16?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, so the plus 2 gets added to your roll.
Oh, okay. So 7. So 9 plus the 14.
Okay. So 9 plus 2 then.
Yes, sorry. Yeah.
So 11. So he actually got a little higher than you. So he scratches you across, and you come down. And as you come back up, his other hand is grabbing, and you both lock arms like this.
Damn.
And as you lock, you kind of feel like, oh, this is my realm. This is where I kill it. And then you feel him do this and start pressing back as you're like, holy shit, this thing's got power. And that's where that turn ends for him. These guys up here,
they're splatted, right?
Yeah, they're splatted. They're dead. I think one of them's even missing a head. Those guys up there.
Yep, this guy.
The goblin and the two dragon-looking things.
Yep.
They're gonna start making their way out. They have children in their arms.
Okay.
Oh, damn. Okay. Shit, they're gonna get away with kids.
Yeah, those ones. The other ones are still killing things and people around them. Banderhob is going to attack the first thing in front of him.
That's the wolf.
Yeah, so that'd be the wolf. Yeah.
So that's a smaller version of the Barghast, essentially. It's just a wolf avatar. He smacks it and it rolls to the side. It's not dead, but it rolls over to the side.
Okay.
So this thing rolls over to the side, and Banderhob's going to bound through the tent. He's literally
all the
going
way out?
to. He's going to just tear through the tent. He's making a big rip in that back area. And now people are starting to try to funnel out through that way. Now the crowd, instead of being hustling, they're starting to go like this.
Okay.
They're starting to funnel out towards that tear. The entrance to the tent itself is where all that action
Is the
happening.
Manticore not giving chase to the...
It's not his turn just yet.
Okay.
It is his turn now.
Gotcha.
The Manticore sees that happen, and he is going to give chase because he's one-sided. And as he comes up, he's going to come up to that first goblin right there. The first goblin's going to get a pot shot at him.
On the right?
Yep.
Okay.
He's going to miss. And Monty's going to, as seeing that coming at him, he's going to stop and he's going to fight that goblin.
Okay.
Monty's going to take an attack at him. Oh. The goblin swipes at Monty, and he actually gets Monty a little bit. Monty looks at him. Picks him up by his head. Flips him up, and you guys hear...
T-Rex
drops the body and looks up at the other one in front of him. The other goblin's like, this one's panicked. And that's it for Monty's turn. And now it comes up to Mystic.
I want to get on Monty. How do I want to bound onto Monty because I want to take him.
He is way over there.
Yeah, you are way too far away.
Well,
at
I'm
this point.
supposed to be closer. So
Come help me.
Were you? Yeah. Where did
well,
you
we
go?
didn't roll for me to move, but
Well, you didn't need, I think you moved 30, so we just didn't move you 30 feet.
Yeah.
So that
Where's
yeah
30?
that puts
We're
you
here?
pretty much. I mean,
I don't know where 30
know.
is. I may God.
If we were to say
Where's
that she
30?
was right next to Jaime when the
Yeah, like
thing
right
came
about
up,
here.
just count 30 feet up to where Monty is. Do you have animal handling at all?
I have animal. So.
I
'Cause I can
I thought
speak.
you said you had animal handling.
I
last
do.
episode.
I know I do.
Are you really going to try to jump on a manticore?
What up, Spoota? Hey, Media Kraken, I sent your boogie box like a day or two ago. You should.
I have wild
You
shape.
should get something. Thanks for
I
stopping
know
by,
I can
though.
talk to animals.
He's not an animal.
I know he's not an animal. I have animal friendship. Speak to animals.
Ow.
Locate
It's a good thing the back of your
animals or
screen is so
plants.
thin, Fuego, because it
Pass
doesn't
without a
block the
trace.
board like at all.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Right,
that is razor thin.
Yeah, it's pretty goddamn thin.
Yeah, I mean it's not an air either. This is like the new model of the Mac.
I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool if I could land on him and then use him to go, like, guide him to swoop down and save Alec from.
Well, he's past Alec now.
Yeah, it's like some never-ending story shit though, where you want to like ride this.
You wanna ride Falcor.
With my flaming sword and just like have him swoop down so I can attack.
Calm down, Khaleesi.
Yeah, right?
Nah.
I know, we need the never-ending story soundtrack right
I am
now.
going to tell you, if you attempt to ride Monty, it is not going to be easy. You're going to have to, 1, get him to accept you. 2, survive the buck. 3, survive him not eviscerating you should he buck you off of him. Just trying to bring it. He's friendly to R'hllor. He doesn't know who you are.
He doesn't know me.
I was gonna say nothing good comes easy though, right? You
That's
know,
also
so,
true.
Like, yeah,
Luck of the roll.
That's also true.
That's also
Really
true.
well.
You could end up with a new Manticore friend or a hole in your belly. I mean, your choice.
Okay, how about I go more aligned with character and I go after the goblins with the children.
You want to dash? You can move 60 feet, and that'd be the end of your turn. if
You're
you
not
dash.
really living up to our band name.
What's that? Killed.
Kid
I wasn't part of that band. But I'm like,
You're part of the group.
I'm like, it's, you know, I gotta save the kids, I guess. Well, no one else is.
And so were these goblins marked? I'm trying to remember now.
Yes, they had
So-
the
so
red
they
hand.
had the
The red hand
so
on them.
then-
Yeah.
Whether it's on their armor plate, on their face, it's on them. It's just not in the same exact spot as all the others. You want to dash 60 feet to try to catch them, but that will end your action.
I really want to ride Monty, too.
Make your choice.
Alright, should I save my friend?
You just better hope that thing doesn't like buck you off and eat you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go after the children.
So he's not even wearing a saddle, so it's going to be extra hard.
Alright, I'm running after the children.
Alright. Dash 60 feet or just 30 feet standard?
Dash 60 feet.
That gets her almost there, basically.
Do I have to roll for that, or is that just what I got?
No, you don't have to roll to move. You're okay.
Yeah, it's just pretty much like right
Dang,
there.
so you're right up on him. You actually had as you run up.
Can I swing at him?
No, because you dashed. You can speak, you can talk, you can try to like get their attention, but as far as like, it's literally like you running full sprint as fast as you can to catch up with them.
I would insult them. Be like, face me, fuckheads. You know, something like that. Get them to stop with the kids.
All right, I'm gonna yell at them, and perhaps you'll get away, but perhaps not, and like just kind of like
Wait, what?
What? Like short,
they don't care. They're simple-minded. They want to go get these kids.
They're out just for them babies.
All right, well.
Also, they're
I mean, all I
goblins.
can
They
do-
may not speak common.
So, I mean, then it doesn't really matter, right? So I just gotta run after them and be like, I'll get you, my pretties, I guess. Get you, my pretties.
All right. That brings Mystic Hole. That brings it to the top to Rollar.
So, I mean, I'm behind the stands at this point. I'm so far from everything.
But you literally unleashed a Banderhub, and you unleashed Monty.
And the Bannerhop didn't do shit except for run by everything. So.
It attacked one thing.
Hey, he's wounded. He's trying to get the fuck away.
We just released him back to kill more people.
Yeah, I'm literally. It's gonna take me forever to get anywhere.
Kid killers for life.
So.
That's the problem I'm experiencing too, because it's going to be a whole move for me to even get down from this elevated cage, right?
Well, but see, you have a ranged attack though. You don't have to get down and attack.
Like you can go after this Razorback guy.
So the Bannerhop is taken off.
Yeah, he's outside the tent.
We don't. I mean, what good's it going to do to have Monty chase him down? Whereas I might be able to utilize Monty to take care of some of these other fucking assholes. So. What I think I'm going to do is, since I didn't use my double move because I fell off the cage, I'm going to go this way and that way, right? So if I'm like right about here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is one move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be my action surge. So I
that's right. You have that action surge.
So I could use it to at least get close to Monty.
As you run up to Monty,
would I be able to? Am I close enough to grab his rope? Right, because he still has the rope.
The chain was let go. So when you let them to fight, it's an unclipping of the chain.
Okay,
so that he's unhindered in the fight.
Okay, but I'm going to use that to move, and I'm going to try and use my extensive skills as a creature wrangler and fucking lasso that chain back onto him from afar.
Go for it, yeah.
So I'm going to pull up the chain and go and try and latch it on.
He's distracted too, so you can roll on advantage on that one.
Okay, so D20?
D20 twice, take the higher number.
18.
Not needed.
And 7, so 18.
Yeah. Boom. The chain goes perfectly over Monty's neck and pulls the Titan, and Monty rears back. He turns to you, looks at you, realizes who it is, and then turns to face things in front of you.
Sweet. Cool. So now I've got Monty under control, Marcia. So
you purposely talked me out of that, didn't you?
I do need to tinker.
He's devising his own like a theme.
You're like, oh, that was a good idea.
I'm just saying, now that he's under control, if you really want to
ride off my monster, it was like, no, I can't do nothing
far,
now.
though.
Now you're too far.
Yeah.
No, that's all right.
No, I wanted him unleashed so I could go kill people with my flaming sword as I run
Alright,
around.
so then she goes to attack one of the lizard people, stabbing it, and pierces right through and kills one of the kids.
Well, that's fine. It's cool. They probably weren't going to sell,
They were early.
They're probably not going to cure cancer, let's be honest.
You have to aspire, though, right?
Oh, shit. You got warm in here.
It is. I mean, I turned it down to 72.
But we got all the computers, people.
And
like,
all of us, yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot of hot breath and air going on.
Yeah.
So we'll probably have to call it once this encounter is done. But again, this has been a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
I wish I didn't pussy out. I should have just gone for it. You didn't believe in me? You don't think I'm spry enough.
Remember what happened to you even just fighting that little toad thing?
Yeah, but I
stomped.
I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have my stats ready.
Right, I'm back. Sorry. Nature calls.
Yeah, she does. Alright.
Alright. So from Rolar's turn, it goes to the ringmaster. The ringmaster is going to stand up. It's pretty much going to be half his movement. And he's going to walk up to the Barghest, who is pressing against you. And he's going to dig his blade right into the Barghest's side.
Nice.
Wow. What's going to hit?
I'm surprised as a guy who collects creatures that he'd immediately go to try and take the thing out.
Yeah, well, life or death.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
He stabs the Barghest right in the side. The Barghest lets go of you. You have an attack of opportunity.
Okay. 13.
Plus your dex.
Plus 4.
17.
Oh, ow. Me. Okay, so... Alright, so the... Bargrass is then obviously distracted with the...
Yeah, he just got stabbed in the side.
Okay, so then I'm going to take that opportunity, pulling out my newly poisoned blade.
The Banderhob blade?
Yes, my blade of the Banderhob. And I am going to take that blade and drive it up through the Bargrass's jaw and through his brain and outward.
Damn.
Roll it.
Wow. Damn.
D20, D20, D20.
Oh no!
What'd you roll?
Why did you have to say something?
As long as it's not a 1.
No, it's a 3.
Alright, that's better than a 1.
I was supporting.
Well, maybe it only goes up into the mouth.
So, as the ringmaster stabs in the side and it lets go, you actually kind of drop back a little bit. So you lose your balance and you take a swing as you lose your balance and you miss. And you regain balance. You're standing in front of this thing. It kind of backs up from you and the ringmaster holding its side, and the ringmaster's twirling his one sword next to you. That's the ringmaster's turn. It would now come down to you two.
Okay. What you got?
Okay, so since you said that, like, with my turn, I couldn't actually, like, get down
You
there.
can. You can. You're just going to have to roll for fall damage. Because you're really high up there.
Okay.
So you might take some damage dropping down.
Because honestly, I
Well,
want
wait,
to...
if I let go to go get the creature, wouldn't the cage have fallen back down at this
You know what?
point?
Actually, you're right. So I'm going to need you to roll to see if you hang on.
Okay.
Oops. Well, that's not what I meant, but okay.
Good job, Gary.
14.
Okay, yeah.
Plus
So
6.
you move, and you see him, and as the cage comes back down, you grab the lead that's on, and that kind of helps you steady. Boom! The cage smacks, and you hold on, and you reposition yourself.
Okay, so I'm back down then.
So you're still on
You're
the
on top of the cage, but now you can get down without
up here now.
Yeah, you can get down without hurting yourself.
Right.
Okay. Because what I want to do is approach said ringmaster and say, "You've been coming here for years, ringmaster. What dost you know of all of these goblins and the nefariousness that they have been like? I honestly feel like this ringmaster, since he has been putting on this presentation for years, he has to know something. You know, he has to know something about
time
the
and place.
Yeah.
So, as the Barghest backs away from you guys,
Oh no.
you say that out loud, and the ringmaster turns to look. You turn to look. The Barghest now has a clear chance to run away, and the Barghest is going to turn around and dash past you. You have
Oh, no, you don't.
You have an attack of opportunity against the Barghest.
Okay,
But I did jump down.
Yeah.
So I have a
Okay, so
chance
I'm not
to-
sure like the proper placement. Yeah.
do I have a chance to jump on him and slash him with my sword?
So he's behind you, and
Jump
you
on some beast
literally
and slash him with my sword.
He kind of pushes you to the side as he runs past you. So you
Okay.
have the chance to attack him if you want.
Okay, so I'm going to attack him
How?
With what? And
with my flaming sword as he runs
snaps
back.
with fire damage. All
Yeah,
right.
when he runs back, I see him coming, and so I slash him with my flaming sword.
Roll for it
to take out his legs.
You need a 20.
Look at Mercer. Jaime wants answers, damn it.
Roll your 20.
Well, I mean, wouldn't the ringmaster hold the answers?
Well,
yeah.
Four.
Conspiracy? I mean, I don't
Four?
think I'm being outrageous.
Yeah, you're not hitting anything. It may have singed his fur a little.
I should have rolled my dice.
You were not hitting anything with 4.
I'm getting my own dice.
No, the trick is you hit it off the backboard.
It's only like $10 at a gaming
Alright.
store.
Yeah.
You can go to a gaming store. You can get like a whole bag of them on Amazon.
Get a nice fat 100 side die.
Something.
Roll that 100 side
Fucker's
die.
like that big, dude.
Why do I need to roll 100 die? That's damage, baby.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the end of the Barghast's turn. Or technically it's the end of Alex's turn, but Barghast was reacting towards it. We have... You went... It's your turn now.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Let's see. Basically, at this point, I would say because the Barghast has already ran away and gotten a little too far, it's not worth running to catch up with him at the moment. So I make excuse me. I make a dash towards the rest of the goblins up in the crowd, and then basically start dispatching them.
You can walk up to anyone and get an attack with advantage because none of them are facing you.
True. Okay.
So you can literally have a sneak attack on them if
Okay.
you'd like.
So yeah, I'm gonna run up. I'll do a dash up to this first one with my short sword in hand, coming up behind it, decapitating.
Roll it.
Nice. Chop chop.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah, chop, chop, the tree chop.
And it's gone, baby. It's out of here.
So this one is
You're
dead.
Jason Voorhees and Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
And
Friday
as his
13th
body,
in Manhattan.
as his little body drops, and you see his little body go.
Nice.
A woman who is right by the area looks at you and she runs, passed out where the Vanderhop was. Anything else you want to do on that turn?
Do I have any more? Do I have any more move?
No, I think you're
No, I
done.
think.
Because you attacked.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. We're set.
Solid. All right. It would come down to the bad guy's turn now. So homie Goblin just saw his buddy get hit, so he's gonna turn around and try to run out to where the Vanderhop was. He's gonna try to escape as well.
Okay. So where do you want?
He's gonna go up towards where the Vanderhop
Oh,
is.
Up the stairs.
Yeah. The buddy that was rolling on the ground is gonna regain ground, and he's gonna leap at Monty.
The little
Oh,
wolf
I
dude.
hope Monty catches him in his mouth and then fucking tosses him into the other one that's right there.
So he leaps at
Or
Monty.
at
Monty
Alex
kind of
and
moves to
at
the
Alex.
side, and he ends up around him. And him and Monty are now on the other side of him. There you go. So like he's right here, and Monty they're squaring up like that now. I'm running out of bad guys. That guy right there is going to see all the action. He's going to turn around and start running back towards as well. The goblins with the baby.
Back towards you.
Yeah, the goblins with the babies are going to exit the tent. The Barghast is going to turn and attack you, Mystic. Damn it. Oh, and he is going to hit. He is going to hit.
Every time.
You're a druid. You're squishy. You got to remember that. So he hits you for 10.
Okay.
Also roll d20 because he's going to try to grapple you as well.
So it's 17.
Should have done a dash and came down with the
I have a plan.
with the downward thrust with the sword of doom.
So I lost
Bam.
10, right?
Level
Yes.
two
And
is
then I
done.
have to roll.
Roll a d20 and then tell me what your number is. I did not know there was a roar in that. That was awesome.
What? 2?
Nice. Good thing you rolled on
So
that.
he turns to you, and when he hits you, it's not a swipe to move you out of the way. It's a swipe to dig his claws into your side. And when he does, he lifts you by that wound.
Damn.
So he
Yeah, 'cause
digs
you're-
his claw into you, and you
Mercer.
and he has you face to face, and he just lifts you, drool coming out from his lips, wild eyes in him, and hate as he roars at you. Spittle goes across your face. It is the end of my bad guys.
Well, how much damage was that?
10. Oh, the lifting you?
Well, yeah, because I'm down to 17 and then...
No,
that
he
happened.
just did the 10 damage. He's
Oh,
just
that's the
lifting you.
7?
You're now in his grasp by your
Okay.
wound.
Okay, so I'm still at 17 then. Okay.
That's it for the bad guys. It is now Mystical's turn.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, I thought it was yours too.
You're after Mystical. She's last in the line.
Oh.
All right, so I have my flaming sword. I'm up, and I have my.
Actually, roll a d20 to see if you even held on to that after he stabbed you on the
All right.
side and lifted you up. Roll a d20 and add like your Constitution.
I have such a
6.
badass move. I want to try.
And then what? Constitution.
Yeah.
2, so that's 8.
Yeah, you drop your sword. It goes off. The flame turns off as it hits the dirt.
Okay, so I take my burning hands.
Oh.
And I go straight for his face and his eyes.
You're not going to even have to roll because it's a touch.
Right.
You're touching him. He's right in front of your face. So as he roars, spittle across your face. Ah! And just slap him on his face. And he pulls his hand out of you. Gush splits out as you drop down and land on your knees. What's the damage for burning hands?
It says 3d6.
3d6?
Kids out.
Jeez Louise.
Are they home? Yep.
Is that what that?
We're coming to the end.
Yeah, 3d6.
Well, roll 3d6.
So what does that mean?
That means roll 3d6,
do I
add
just
them
click
all
this
together, and that's the damage.
Fuck yeah.
So 6.
You rolled 3d6s and got 6.
Well, yeah, I clicked the little button thing, right?
3 + 1 + 2, and you got 6.
Yeah.
Wow. You rolled 3d6s.
This is your application.
This is your application.
So you burned him pretty bad, and as he backs up, you're as he touches his face, and it's just steaming off of his face, and he's. Anything else you want to do?
Do I have any action left? Do I have action?
Well, you're kind of on your knees because the way he dropped you,
I
so
don't
you
have
can you can climb to your feet, and then you can move half of your movement if you'd like. You don't really have another weapon in your hand to attack with. You can't pick up your flaming sword. That'll be an action though.
I do have. I still have a dagger hidden.
You gotta draw it.
So. Would
So
that be
anytime
my
you
action?
enter combat, I'm gonna assume your initial weapons that you always use are drawn.
Oh,
If you're
okay.
drawing a new weapon, like say, hey, I'm putting away my sword and drawing a bow, that's
Okay.
an action.
So would I be able to stand up and pull out my dagger?
Yeah, and that's it.
Okay,
And that would pretty much be your
that's
turn.
my turn.
Yeah.
It's my turn?
That's all I got.
He's just been waiting.
Savoring. Yeah.
So what I want to do is I want to run up the stairs, right? Take like however many steps I can to get like right here, okay? That's enough space. And what I'm going to do is while I go, I'm going to yell to Elmer, take care of the baby. What are these things called again?
Barghasts.
Take care of the baby Barghast. And I'm going to go, Monty! And that's going to be, it's going to signal a maneuver that we have where I take the rope and I do this and I give like a wave and it chucks his collar and he knows that I'm going to fucking swing him I'm going to try and swing him all the way around so he actually comes down on the bigger one that just attacked her.
Roll.
What?
I need you to roll 1 for the strength.
What about the chain and him coming down?
She's down. She can duck under it.
Oh, okay.
Well, she stood up and pulled out her dagger.
But she can still duck under it.
She could.
I'll
It's
yell
fine.
it to you.
It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Mystic duck!
Yeah.
Roll 1d20,
I'm
add
short.
your strength.
What do you see
Okay.
over
And then
there?
if that
I'm
succeeds,
short. It's fine.
you're going to need to roll
like that
for-
scene in Ghost Ship.
Oh God, the opening.
Yeah.
with all the strings going through and slicing everything.
That was the best part of that movie.
Yeah, legit.
I think it might have fallen back there.
Would you guys
I
lose?
just need a different
Do you want to use the Dungeon Masters?
No.
You don't want to use the
borrow
app
me a
either.
D20.
You don't want to use the app either.
6. God damn it.
Should have used mine.
They're weighted.
So
Mine got caught in the tree and it just disappeared.
did it go into the tree?
It is in the tree. God, okay. So there you go. Let's
No!
I gotta roll my
Really?
Oh, you get a reroll?
No, I'll use the 6. Alright, it was a 6.
So your 6 plus your strength.
Roll it.
As you do that, Monty, he hears
Out
the
of
cue,
20, I dropped it on the
and you
ground.
do it, and he's waiting for you to lift him, but your foot hits the dirt, and the dirt gives way a little bit. So you don't get that perfect drag. And Monty just kind of looks over at you and goes, like he's still waiting for it. You still have a movement you can do. Oh no, because you moved over that way.
No, because I moved up the stairs.
Well, you still have your bonus action. You can still attack something if it's near you.
No, because I used my bonus action to do that extra move last time, right?
Well, you get a bonus action every turn.
Oh, every turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get bonus action, movement, action.
Okay, so then
That changes everything.
Here, it's to your right flank.
You just can't attack twice.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Okay, so then
you get your bonus action to attack, and then your action to.
So then I'm gonna. So Monty recognized the action. I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, bitch!" Rah! And I do it again, and I try and snap this rope one more time to give it one more heave ho. Come on, here we go. 13 plus my strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 13 plus. No, where's my strength? 13 plus 3. So 16.
Yeah, that succeeds. Monty's ready this time. Boom! And he's up in the air, wings helping to guide him. As you pull him, you it's like guiding a kite.
Right.
Boom, and you just pull him over and he lands.
He's essentially a giant bolo.
Yes. Essentially. I'm going to roll for the ringmaster to make sure the ringmaster doesn't get hit. Yeah. Hey, he's not going to get hit. He's okay. So this lands right in front of the ringmaster. The ringmaster actually smiles. You're fucked! And that's pretty much your turn then, I think. Yep. The ringmaster now at this point in time you're going to actually hear him go, Monty, kill him now! And Monty on that hearing will rear up and bring both his paws down on top of the barghast.
Oh, yeah.
And he's gonna claws right in, right on top of the barghast mouth. As his mouth comes up, half his face gets crunched, just leaving brain and face cavity right there as he drops to the ground. And Monty screams again. Any remaining bad guys are going to start fleeing, including the baby barghast. And that'll clear that area. And that's it for that fight right there.
Yeah, dude.
Congratulations, guys. You guys survived that fight. You can still hear the screams of people outside of the tent.
Oh.
And I still have more questions than answers.
Yeah.
They're still getting eaten out there.
So, all right.
Sounds like it's kind of dying down outside, but there's still like scuffling and screaming, and people you can hear people screaming, "Come back, please, come back!" And that's
So I'll shout out. Ringmaster, you good?
He's all, Rolo, yes, I'm good. I'm gonna need a whole lot of drink.
All right. Well, we're gonna go try and see what we can do about saving some of these other town folk outside the tent.
I'm gonna bring Monty back to his cage.
And he grabs Monty's thing, and Monty kind of comes over, and Monty actually puts his wing underneath the ringmaster as the ringmaster kind of leans on him, and they start to exit here as he's literally escorting the ringmaster away from the chaos.
Snoochie boochies.
All right, guys. I think we need to go outside and see what's what, but I think we'll see what's what another time.
And that is the end of this session of Mistfall in Carnival Chaos.
Yes. Woo! That was awesome. What a great fight scene at the end there.
Thank you. And as I said last time, we haven't even gotten to the good part.
Yeah, I know. Mercer brought us in. It's like, hey, you're bleeding out right now.
No, I'm not bleeding out.
You're bleeding.
Fine.
You're bleeding pretty heavy.
You just got
that thing's hand was like the size of his face.
Poor Marcia ends every session. in some
She's like massively maimed.
I'm fine.
All right. Well, I think let's go ahead and call it there. Thank you guys very much for joining us for Mistfall Session 2. It just keeps getting more and more entertaining. The plot keeps getting thicker and thicker. Thank you to the DM. Thank you very much to Mahalo for being a badass.
Thank you.
And designing all this stuff. Thank
real.
you guys for sticking with it. And thank anyone that's watching this at a later date. We greatly appreciate it. Until next time, I've been Cecil Laird.
Gracias, Fuego.
Robert the Wolfman.
Mystic Hole Punch.
Mystic Hole.
And I'm your DM.
I forgot about that.
And remember, guys, stay scared. Thank you to all of our patrons.
Amen to that.
All right.
Emeraldian.
Oh, my
What the
lantern.
fuck was I thinking?
That was a good.